let's have a look. How's that? How's that? How's the volume of everything? Obligatory, how do I sound? It's very, very warm in this room. Just open the window, which is a change from the rest of the day, which has been absolutely freezing. Been freezing all of the fingertips and all of the toes off. They're attached, so I reattached them earlier just so I could do the string. Hi Fiona, hi Artie, hi everyone who's lurking and working. How is everyone? Let me know how you are. Let me know if you can hear me. And we're gonna do some painting tonight. Some drawing and painting, which should be nice. I've been busy all day at work, all week actually. Also, I thought today was Friday for about 3 days, so it was a bit soul destroying last night when we realized it was actually Thursday today. But that does mean I can stream, which is always nice. Thursday's stream day, and I get to chat with all you guys. Artie says she is gonna paint along. Whoop whoop. Lavim, hi. Emma, hi. Let me know what you guys have been up to today as well. I'm curious. So today we're going to be doing some landscapes. Remember last week on stream where we were kind of all over the place and I didn't really enjoy it, and I was drawing things I don't normally draw because I took suggestions because I thought it was a good idea, and it never is a good idea. April, don't ever do it again. Now I got that out of my system. We're going to be painting some landscapes. I put a little poll on Instagram last week. So if you voted and you chose landscapes, congratulations. If you chose birds or characters, I'm sorry, you lose. But it's never really losing when we're all drawing together and having fun. Bee's here, hi Bee. So I've got this acrylic block. I was actually meant to be doing a video on YouTube, well, this week, but I just haven't had time. I've been so busy at work, guys. So busy at work, and then just didn't have the space, the creative, and also I've been busy. I've been doing lots of drawing sessions actually. I had a drawing session last night with who did we do it with last night? Melissa Lakey and Nat Lundeen, and then also at 9 p.m. I had another live. It was the 3 Point Perspective podcast. I'm one of their patrons, so it was a live Q&A session. And then on Tuesday, was it Odd Orange on Tuesday? Or am I thinking of a different week? I can't remember. But yeah. So you've been busy. And today's live stream day. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna crack this open. You guys are gonna see it first. It's acrylic, and I'm gonna be using the golden So Flat Matte acrylic paint. So they go together. Never used this before. Just got it from Jackson's today, the other day, because I felt like it. I am a bit concerned because I don't know how to get it off the block. I've never used one of these before. It's glued, so I'm gonna give it a good go. And have you guys ever done this before? I just don't want to take my finger off. Do you have to use a pen? Do I use my fingernail? How do I do it, guys? Just with a pen? I don't want to wreck it, the paper. Probably shouldn't have gotten a glued block actually, now that I think about it, but it was cheaper than the sheets. There'll be a notch to slide in the cutter. Oh wait, at the top here. Oh, I see. Artie saves the day. Don't know if you guys can see this, but there's like the paper's loose here. Artie's a genius. I don't know if you're meant to keep it on the block as you're painting, but because we're probably going to be working on 1 or 2 or 3 at once, we are going to take them off the block. Actually, I did see your question about the Gansai Tambi paints. I have them to the side of me, and we're going to open them on stream together. But I just wanted to start a painting first, so we can let the paint dry, and then... This is not going well. I probably should have done this before stream, but I thought it might be fun. I don't know why, part of me thought it might be fun for you guys to watch me struggle. And just yell at me. Like, April, you're doing it wrong. I'm sorry, I know I'm doing it wrong, but why would they glue it so strongly together? I don't get it. Just make it easy for me, guys. Some small part, you can keep it on if you want to prevent the paper warping. Yeah, that's a good idea, Artie. Probably should have done that, but I'm not going to. I guess I could have put the paint on, let it dry, and then taken it off, but you know what? We're a third of the way there now. Use a blunt tool like a bone sword. I don't have one of those, but I do have this knife, which is working okay now. I don't keep them in a box. I don't keep them in a box. I have so many different sets for different brands. That's Fiona talking about your pencils, Fiona. Fiona spent the last hour reorganizing colored pencils in color order. I was actually thinking about doing that because all of my pencils are in sets right now. Like I have this. This is a set of Caran d'Ache Luminance, my babies. And then I've got like a set of Derwents, and I've got a set of Tombos, and I've got a set of, what are the other ones? Poscas, and then I've got a set of Faber-Castell Polychromos. And sometimes you wanna just have all reds, and you don't wanna, like sometimes, I was talking about this in one of the drawing sessions I did this week, I can't remember which one. I was saying that sometimes you don't know what colours you have, like you forget that you have a really nice green or a really nice red because you don't use the pencils. So yeah, I've been thinking about doing that, Fiona. It's a nice idea. A butter knife works. Ooh, I'll try that next time. But yeah, I've got the paper now, so it should be okay. I just realised I haven't set the camera, but this looks okay, doesn't it? I'll zoom in a little bit, I think. Okay. And you guys are going to be so proud of me, I think. I don't know, maybe you won't be proud of me. I'm proud of me. I actually spent the time, 8 minutes, cleaning all my palettes, kind of. I mean, I didn't do a very good job, to be honest. 1, 2, my plate, and then I've got also some jars, just random jars, just in case. As you can see, they all have paint in them, so I didn't do the best job, but I figured if we're going to be mixing paints, we're going to need some paint palettes. So I think I'm going to use this little flower one first. I don't keep them in a box. I have so many different sets from different brands, and I keep them all together in a special pencil storage box. Oh gosh, I've got so much water here, guys. I've got this one here, which is my old crusty jar. Got a new jar here, new jar. You guys can't see it, unfortunately. If I do this, maybe you can see it. Oh yeah, it's sauerkraut jar, big boy. And my drinking water, which I can't get confused. Take a couple of sheets and leave one on the block to see how you like it. Yes, I would do that, I think, good idea. I've just tuned in and that looked terrifying. I used the end of a small paintbrush. Okay. Well, to be fair, it was my first time doing that. I have all my fingers intact, so I think we can call that a win. Right, so I'm not gonna draw with pencil on this. Also, I guess if you leave it on the block, you can tell what side's the right side to draw on. This side feels a lot smoother than this side, so that's good. This is a Jackson's Arts block, in case you just popped in and you're just wondering what paper block it is. It's this one here, acrylic block, number 506. It says it's smooth, white, 290 GSM, 15 sheets. And I think it was about £5. It's not too bad, 15 sheets, is it? What's that? 33p? I don't know, I don't do math. Cool. So we got our lovely So Flat matte paints here. I used these a couple of times this week. I've been doing some trees for my patrons. I'm going to be posting one tomorrow, so if you are a patron, keep an eye out for that one. We're getting our tree sketchbook back in the game. And this one is a So Flat matte zing. So it's got like some really bright colours, but really lovely colours. This is the only one I haven't really used because purple, am I right? I know a few of you are big fans of purple though, so please forgive me. Okay, right, enough waffling. Shall we get on with it? This photo here I'm going to use as like, not a warm-up, but it is going to be a warm-up. I think it's like the simplest of the three. So the three that we're going to try and look at tonight, maybe we'll only get to two, is this one here, which is from Kendall. And this is at the, if anyone has been to Kendall, or maybe you haven't been, I'll just let you know. It's the bridge, it goes over a river, and on the left is Cat's Kitchen, which is a delicious cafe, and on the right is the entrance to the Derwent Pencil Museum. We didn't go to the pencil museum that day. I said to Martin, should I go to the pencil museum and just double check they don't have any pencils I don't have? My mum was like, you don't need any more pencils, April. So we didn't go. I do try to go there every time though. This one here is a walk that we did to Al Khoktan, looking down towards kind of like Ambleside Way, I think. I don't know. These are mountains in the background. Couldn't tell you what ones they are. I am trying to learn the names of them, but I don't recognize these ones. And I just really loved the zigzag. So like you have, I don't know, you can't see my mouse on the screen, but there's like, you know, the foreground, then there's the background, then there's the far background, and then in the foreground there's the fence, which actually I did take another photo without the fence in, but I like this one better because I think it adds a lot of depth. And then the last one is the most beautiful, also Kendall. This is from, no, sorry, Keswick, and the last one was in Keswick too. Keswick, and this is in Keswick car park. And I have done a photo, I have done a picture before looking, so if you're facing this way, looking over this way, and this time I took a photo looking this way. And I just really loved, see this building, I don't know if you can't see my mouse again, but see this kind of like tower, how it comes up and it's at a different angle to these other buildings. I don't know, something about it, just I really liked. This, it's a shame about this car garage or whatever it is, this big white space there, but maybe we can make something up and take all the cars away and put some trees there. So that's my plan. We're gonna start with this one though. I don't think we're gonna get all 3 done today, but my plan is to do this for maybe 5 or 6 weeks, over the next 5 or 6 weeks. So we'll do like maybe 1 or 2 a week, depending on how much we'll get done. So at the end, we should have 8 to 12, I reckon. And then from that, maybe there's like 6 really nice ones that could make a series. I don't know what for, postcards maybe, or maybe I can try and sell them, I'm not sure. I really want to try and get into selling original art, but the last time I tried to, it wasn't very successful. Like 0 interest. So I don't know, I've tried twice now to sell original art, and I don't know, maybe I just need to keep trying, but every time there's literally no interest in it. It just makes me feel a little bit like, okay, I won't try again for a while. Alright, that was a lot of chatting, wasn't it? And we still haven't drawn anything. Okay, I'll get ready. I'm gonna use big chunky paintbrush if I can find it. This one, my favorite one, literally the cheapest paintbrush I have. I think I got it from the Works or something in one of those packs, you know, like 100 paintbrushes for 99p. One of those. I just combined a few more shades of blue and green and now managed to put my new pencil pastels inside the storage out of the box. If you don't see it, you won't use it. Whoa, okay. Sketching in the world with Wonder Cat. I'm just gonna call you Wonder Cat if that's okay, because that is a very long name. For once I'm awake early enough to watch live at 6 AM in Australia. Very nice. Is it different? It's summer over there in Australia, isn't it? So it'll be nice and bright and sunny, I'm hoping. Love the third picture, yes. Could you maybe send it to me later on Instagram? Yeah, Fiona, if you look through my stories, I know it's not perfect quality, but I posted all of them in a row. So on my stories, you can see them and you can just like screen save them. Like just, I don't know how you do it on your phone. I'm doing this with 2 fingers because that's how I do it on my phone. But just screen grab it and then you can save it and you can use it. I haven't actually mentioned this. I think I was going to, but any picture I put on my stories, like feel free to use it as reference. I don't mind. Just screen grab it and you can use it. I don't care. Yeah, and if you want to tag me so I can see, that'd be awesome. All right, shall we get going? It's only been 19 minutes, guys, and we haven't started yet. So if you are following along with me, that'd be awesome. I don't actually know how to start, you know. Gosh, it's been so long since I painted. It's been like 2.5 days. I don't actually know how to start. I guess I can pop some paint down. So I was painting the other day, but I was just mixing stuff on the paper, and I kind of feel like doing that again. I don't really like palettes. I just feel like you waste so much paper. I'm also not paper, sorry. You waste so much paint. And also, I'm just gonna put this under. Oh god, I just got white paint on my hoodie. You can't see this. Look, I've got white paint on my hoodie, guys. This hoodie is like brand new. Had it for 3 weeks. That is brand new to me. and I really like it. And it just came out of the wash today. It's brand spanking clean. I just put it on before stream, and now I've got paint on it. Jesus, I am so messy. The other day I opened the door to the postman, I think, or delivery man, and only after he left I realised I had food stains all down my top. Alright. Originals do better in person. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever... I don't know, will I ever do in-person sales? Maybe one day, but... Alright, this is not going to cover the entire... It's almost like an A. It's fine. Well, it's fine for now. It's fine for now. Cool, okay. I am, as usual, completely flustered for the first half an hour on stream, so please forgive me. I don't want to keep washing this paintbrush because it's going to... It gets so wet and then I just go through all of my tissue. So I'm just gonna mix. I'm gonna do this, like put it on the side. Can you see that? And then mix it in like this. And that's definitely not enough paint spray. Alright, cool. So who's drawn along? Who's drawn along? And did Artie say she was drawn along? Anyone else? Is anyone else painting the same? Or what are you guys doing tonight? Let me know what you're working on and what you're doing and how's your day been. It is currently Thursday here in the UK. It's probably Thursday at a lot of places where you guys are watching. But today is the day of my work's Christmas party. And I know what you guys are thinking. April, you're not at the Christmas party. You're here talking to us. You must like us a lot better than the people you work with. I mean, don't tell them that, but... also, it is 6 hours away, so definitely did not feel like going 6 hours for a Christmas party. It's a shame though, because I would have liked to seen some of the people I work with. Not all of them, of course. I don't even know half the people I work with. We have so many new people at work. Come and they go, you know, like a roundabout. But there's, yeah, a few of my team that I would have enjoyed spending the night with. Dancing, drinking, laughing, gossiping. But oh well, maybe the summer party next year. Blah, blah, blah. Blah. It's summer but freezing. I will take your freezing and I will raise you -5 degrees, which is the temperature that I woke up to this morning. So how cold is it for you in Australia right now? Celeste, hi Celeste. I'm doing dishes, nice. I gotta do a whole bunch of dishes later as well. We had the most amazing dinner tonight. Every night I astound myself with how good I am at cooking. Tonight we had Thai red curry noodles. So I had like a little bit of curry paste left. It wasn't really enough for like an actual curry. So I did some stir-fry veg, some noodles, and then I popped the curry paste in with a bit of soy sauce, a bit of lime juice, a little bit of sugar, and then about half a can of coconut milk. So it was still like saucy with the noodles, and it was kind of like a red Thai curry noodle soup, kind of. It was really good. I'm eating blueberry pie. That sounds yummy. It's about 10 degrees, but that's crazy for summer. It does sound cold actually for summer. Where in Australia are you? And I mean, hopefully I know where it is, because I always ask these questions. Oh, where are you from? And then I realise afterwards that I know nothing about geography. All right, let's do the what are they called? Hills? Fells? Look at this orange. How gorgeous it is. Melbourne. Okay, I think I said it right the last time. Sometimes I don't know, I just get stuck on words. My mouth doesn't want to make the shape of the word. Melbourne. Yeah, I know it's definitely in Australia. 100% definitely. I've heard that it is in Australia. If you were to ask me to point it out on a map, I mean, I'd say, is it somewhere like near Sydney? I know where Sydney is. I know where Brisbane is. I know where Perth is. Is Melbourne in the south? Bet it is. I bet 100% it's in the south. South west. Yep. I'm calling it southwest, guys. Alright, let's get all the lids off. Let's get them all off. South of Sydney. Ugh, so close. I mean, I said Sydney and I said south, so I'm actually giving myself that one. Oh, don't you love it when you see all the beautiful colours like this? Alright, I have to kind of like concentrate a little bit because I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. I know that I'm painting for one, but I think it's because I decided not to mix, but then I have been mixing. And now I'm looking at the colours and I'm looking at these colours and I'm thinking, how the heck am I gonna turn these colours into that? So I'm just kind of like, I'm thinking, and I'm also thinking about what to talk about, and I'm not quite sure. So I'm just having a bit of a moment, guys. Thinking I probably should have worn a t-shirt because these sleeves are gonna be annoying. Too late now. I have put the hoodie on and I have committed to it. Alright, I don't know if I should use this paintbrush or if I should use a smaller paintbrush. I'll use this one for now. I'm also worried I'm going to knock over one of the... And remember how I said I wasn't going to put my paints into the... I lied. Missed out visiting Australia when my sister lived in Sydney. Oh, that's a shame. You can always get back though. Or you can always go there again, I mean. The only place I've been to in Australia is Sydney, and it was really nice. I went there, I'm pretty sure it was rainy season when I went because it rained every day. So I didn't get to I didn't go to any of the beaches or anything. Just spent a lot of time in the city, but it was really lovely. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, guys, because it's very bright right now. I think I just need to mute the colours a bit more, you know? I guess we could just go crazy and have like rainbow mountains. I want it to be a little bit realistic, just a tiny bit realistic. I don't really care about being too realistic, but not like crazy rainbow. This is only the first layer though, so we can always come back in with more detail. I have been enjoying just painting the last week, like I haven't done many, I've only done 3, but just painting without pencil. So I've just been trying to paint and then do that thing where you go more detailed and more detailed, you know, so like smaller and smaller. What are these paints? These are the So Flat Matte. Let me get one for you so I can turn it. The other Golden So Flat Matte acrylics, and I got them because I was kind of getting into acrylics for a while, really enjoying the acrylics, but the problem is they're very glossy, so when they're very thick and very glossy, so when it dried I couldn't put pencil over the top of it, which was very annoying for me because, as you guys know, I do love a bit of mixed media. So I did some research, and these ones look really nice. They're very expensive though. I think it was £34 or £35 roughly for the set of 6, and then I got the white and the Payne's grey on top of that. And yeah, I probably had them in my basket for about, in like my wish list, for maybe like 3 or 4 months before I pulled the trigger. So they are really nice though. I haven't painted with them much, but I have been enjoying them a lot, and the colours are lovely, and you can get some really nice muted colours too. Like obviously some of this is going to be very bright because I'm not mixing everything, but you can get some really nice muted colours. Probably need a little bit more water actually. Probably shouldn't be using this big brush, I don't know. What do you guys think? Big brush? Do you think big brush is a good way to go, or smaller brush? I kind of like the big brush. Not too long a trip now with my meds needing to be adjusted. It is a long way to Australia. I remember when I lived in New Zealand and I went to South Africa to visit my dad, It was like flipping 2 days traveling. Just traveling. It's a long way away. It's cool though. I would like to go back to Australia. But there's so many other places I want to go to first that I haven't been to before, you know. Sydney sucks and it rains all the time there. Aw. Poor Sydney. He's got some things going for it, hasn't it? Yeah, I mean, it definitely seemed to rain there all the time, the whole time I was there anyway. And they have these sidewalks, you know, like the sidewalks that go down at the traffic lights. So, you know, the people that use wheels can go down, like prams and wheelchairs and stuff. They have those at every sidewalk, but they're bigger than they are in England. They're like huge. They're like a few tiles big, like a big tile. And it was, the tiles were kind of, it's like a, not ceramic, but not very gritty concrete. I'm not really sure how to explain it. But when they got wet, they were slippery. And I was wearing flip-flops the whole time. And I remember one time I was walking to the road, and I went to go down, like cross the road, walked down the ramp, like put my foot on the ramp, and I just slipped, fell on my butt, and right outside like this restaurant where all these people were sitting outside. That was quite embarrassing. I mean, it's funny now because I remember it, but I'm pretty sure no one that saw me, like how many years later, 15 years, is like, remember that one time you were eating lunch and that girl fell over in front of us? I doubt anyone ever, I doubt people remember. It's just funny what you remember though, like what you're still embarrassed about years later. So I want to get a little bit of, I think a bit more height here, because here, this mountain, this fell, I guess, yeah. They are mountains, I think. I'm not sure. We had this discussion. I think we had this discussion last week where I was like, I want to call them a mountain, but are they a mountain? Mount Everest is a mountain, but are these? I wouldn't climb up Mount Everest. Well, I mean, I would. I guess I would. Maybe one day. Probably not. Let's be honest. What am I talking about? Yeah, so are these mountains? They must be. So this one here comes out of the fog, mist. So I want to make sure I get a little bit more height. I think I'm losing the height here. So let's grab an orange. And I'm just trying to look at like the colors and see what colors I can mix together to mute them out. So like obviously, I don't want to say obviously because I mean I could be wrong, but the opposite of the color mutes it, right? So like green will mute the orange. Is orange the opposite of green, or is blue the opposite of green? Ugh, colors, I don't know. Or was it, yeah, maybe this one. I've already added green to it now. Right, that just made it like a very strange color, but that would do. And, oh wow, that is muted, look at that. It's kind of like, I don't even know what to call that color. Greenage. Let's zoom a bit so you can see the colors a bit more. Yeah, it's like a olive green with hints of orange. I cannot be bothered to get a different brush every time I want to dip into a paintbrush. So I just have to be careful that I'm not making the paints really dirty, because I think if I was to make this paintbrush real dirty and then put it in like the yellow, stuck it in too deep, you know, it could go really dirty, and then I'd dirty the entire yellow jar, which I do not want to do. And just in case you're wondering what I'm doing with my fingers right now, I think I've shown you this before, but this, I can't get this on the camera now. I basically am just squeezing out the water from the paintbrush into the jar. Right. So we had like I mentioned earlier, it's the Christmas party today, and not everyone knows that I live in the Lake District, so I live like quite far away. And I got this message today from one of the accounts people she messaged and she said, "Hi Pearl, I hope you're doing well." And I always find it funny when people start with like small talk like that. Like, if you just want something, just ask me. Because when people, especially when people say, "Hi April," and then you see their message, right? It's on Teams. I see their message and I'm waiting for them to say something because I know they want something, because they never message me unless they want something. So I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm like, I'm not going to say hi back because you should just tell me what you want, right? So eventually, 8 minutes later, "Hi, what do you want?" So today, this accounts lady girl, yeah, I don't want to say her name. It's not important. Let's call her Felicity. She messaged me and she was like, "Hi bro, hope you're doing well. Are you going to the party later?" And I thought, interesting. I wonder if she wants to have a dance, you know? Wants to hang out, just have a chat. So I was like, "No, I'm not coming." And she was like, "Oh, good. I have a job for you." I was like, "Brilliant. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll just stay here and work all night long while you're, you know, out there hitting the dance floor." It was a tiny job though. It took me about 5 minutes to do. Do you guys do that when you're on Teams? Do you just like say hi and wait for someone else to say hi back? It's a bit difficult, I guess, because in real life, if I was just to meet them in the office, I would say, "Hi Felicity," and they would say, "Hi April." So I guess it's not that weird. I think on Teams it just feels weird because you don't have that like face-to-face action. Okay, I want this to kind of look like it's in the fog, but I don't want it to look dirty. It kind of looks dirty right now. Do you think these colours are crazy? They're a little bit wild, aren't they? One of the things I really want to learn how to get better at is drawing the fells, because there's just so many around me. Basically, that's all there is around here, right? Like mountains, forests, rivers. So I just really want to get good at drawing them. I think I would be okay because I have drawn them quite a lot now, but I just find it so difficult where to put the shadow. Like, I just think I just need to learn how to break them up into shapes, you know? I need to spend some time doing that. Is it dark? Let me just see. If I do this, I can make it lighter. There we go. Nice. Alright, let's keep going. I don't have a team or MS Teams. When people say hi out on WhatsApp and then type 3 separate messages, it really annoys me. Just say hi and the message in one go. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it is kind of funny actually when people write their messages like one line after another. I do that sometimes when I wanna like emphasize something, I guess. Just wanna pretend that that what I say is really important, I guess, or something, from telling a story. But normally I just write a whole wall of text. Multiple pings. I always do that. "Hi, how are you?" on Teams, because I've not met most of the people I've worked with either. It feels wrong. Yeah, I was speaking to someone today on Teams. Someone that I haven't met before. He has doing a job for the other side of the company. Like, there's different parts of our company, and I was doing it for the other side of the company. And so there's someone I hadn't met before, and I needed to ask him a question. So I just like messaged him to see if I could phone him out of the blue. And then I was just like, "Oh, hi, I'm April." And then I just got right on with it. No small talk, guys. I'm not one for small talk. But then after we were talking about the project and stuff, then I wanted to make small talk because I didn't want to go back to the project. I was procrastinating. Alright, that's a tree. That's a tree. I know what you're thinking, April, that's not a tree, that's a purple splodge. Trust me, it's a tree. And there's this like tree on the side which is green. All in one message. I guess it is nice that people, I just think I'm just like one of those not grumpy, but I'm just one of those, look, I just want to work. I just want to do my job and go home. I've never been the type of person to want to make friends at work or do social stuff. I guess I'm just a bit of a miserable person like that. But I guess it is nice that people just want to be courteous, you know. Okay, that's way too green. Trying to mute it down a little bit, and maybe mixing a bit of red, because red is opposite to green, and that should make it more muted, right? Learning together. Still made it purple. Every color I mix right now is purple. But I have to do this video for work at the moment, and it's using a brand in some colors that I don't really like, and the colors I think aren't the best colors that they could have chosen. So I was talking to this new person that I hadn't met before about and I was saying, can we change, like, what license can I take with the colors, like how far outside of the branding can I go, because these colors just do not work together. And this font is really hard to read, especially in a video, blah blah blah. And I was like, who even worked on this branding? And he was like, oh, I worked on it. I was like, oh, oops. But he said that he worked with someone else and he was basically just doing what he was told. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you don't really get on with other people's design sense, I guess, do you? It's hard too when it's, because I obviously make videos all day, and other parts of the company, they do stills or they do stuff for websites and things. So it's kind of difficult when it's not, when it's like you try to translate it to a video. Sometimes it just doesn't translate very well, like font, especially the font that I had to use today. It's very heavy font and all in caps, so when there's a lot of it all together, it's really difficult to read. All right, so this is the road. I'm gonna probably put a little bit of blue. It's not actually blue. Do they say that you should put blue to recede, right, and red to bring forward? But we're breaking all the color rules today. There are no rules. This is like the Wild West. I've never liked being too personal with people at work when I was full-time. The conflict of interest is always a risk. Conflict of interest. What do you mean, Artie? What type of conflict of interest? Maybe it's being dumb. What do you think about these colours? Think they're a bit bright? I think they're right. Like as a set, not just the painting. Do you think you would like these paints as a set? Because these paints are a lot different than the ones that we're going to be swatching. And actually, do you guys mind if I swatch them on, I did say on Instagram I was going to, but do you guys mind if I swatch some colours while we're on stream? Because I think it might be nice, but also it could be boring, depending if you like swatching or not. So let me know if you think that'll be fun. I think I need a bit of yellow. I don't know if these colours are getting a bit muddy now. It's fine. We can wait. These are going to dry so fast. I think the sky's dry already. And I also just realised how much sky there is and how little everything else there is. That's fine. Mixing all the colours together. Like if someone knows you're planning a holiday and tells your boss or books their own dates instead, as happened to friends. I had the opposite happen. And this is kind of, it's not really that funny, but every year for my birthday I take the week off. And I told my boss, like last year I had the week off, but next year I'm having 2 weeks off, and eventually it's going to be like a month. Basically I take the entire June off. I don't think I'm allowed to do that, but we'll see. And so last year I had planned to have, this year I mean, we're still in this year, right? My entire like birthday week off, which I try and do every year. And another guy at work had booked it off. I was so annoyed. But he's fine. He's on my team, like the motion graphic design team. So like we're friends. So but I just called him up and I was like, you just booked the entire week off and it's my birthday. I was like so indignant, and like I felt like, you know, that now that I think about it, I was like the kid from Willy Wonka, you know, the purple girl. I was like, you booked it off. It's my birthday weekend. And he was like, oh, I just booked it off to have some time off, but I'm not doing anything, so I'll just cancel it. And I was like, oh, okay. So he just cancelled it for me, which was really nice of him. But I was just so annoyed because I said to my boss, I'm gonna book my birthday week off, and he was like, oh, someone's already got that week off, because there's only like so many amount of people in our team that can take time off in case the jobs come in at a time. But yeah, got my way in the end. Got my way in the end, guys. Emma says swatch away, and Fiona says that would be nice. I think she's talking about swatching. Violet. Yes, I knew it was some type of purple. Speaking of, let's put a little bit of violet in our road. Why not? This is so multicolored. I think I put too many colors in here, guys. Oh, we can tone it down. We can tone it down on the next go round. This is just for now. What do you guys think? Crazy colors? Crazy colors or cool colors? Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, but kind of cool. I guess that's what happens when you just literally have neon colors to work with. Also, I really want to learn how to show the light. So, you know, you see here how the light is on the fell, kind of like comes from the top and goes almost like contours it. I want to know how to do that. I need to learn how to do that as well. Oh, Veruca Salt. Yes, that was her name. Veruca Salt. It's a good name. Honestly, that is a good name. Alright, so let's see if we can paint a little bit of light here. So, and then mix a bit of the orange in for this side. I don't know if this is going to work very well, but give it a go. See what happens. If it looks terrible, we'll just paint over it. I think when I go in again, I'll use a smaller paintbrush. It's like an underpainting. That's what I'm trying to learn anyway. I'm trying to learn how to paint properly. Like, not properly, not like this is the specific way you're meant to paint, but paint just with paint, not paintbrushes, not mixed media. Oh, losing all the words tonight. Alright, so there's like some yellow, and there's a lot of yellow here, and there's like a little bit more up here. Oh, okay, well, we'll do that for now. We'll see what it's like when it's dry. I'm going to put all the lids back on so these guys don't either dry out, which I don't think they will, or probably more likely to happen me knock them over. I did not realise how many paint pots we had until I had to start putting all the lids back on. Maybe for the next go round or for the next painting, we could just use a few colours. So maybe we could use white, Payne's grey, and then we'll pick like a yellow, blue, and a red. So we could either go. You guys tell me what you think we should do for the next painting, because this here, while it's a very interesting, abstract piece of art, is not exactly what I had in mind, and I think that's because I tried to use too much paint, too many colors. So Payne's grey and white will be like our black and white, and then we have these colors here which we can use for yellow, blue and green, or yellow, blue and red, or we could even do the secondaries, which I know people have done before. You can paint with the secondary colors. Maybe we can do one of each. Yeah. So yeah, maybe this series would be more of a kind of learning how to paint series, if that makes sense, rather than a let's make amazing art series, because I very rarely make art that I like when I'm on stream. It's the pressure, guys. The pressure gets to me. Alright, so we're gonna do some swatches now, which is gonna be very, very fun, hopefully. Okay, so guys, are you ready for this? Alright, these are the Gansai Tambi. Let me just get this paper off so we're not rattling. So I haven't looked at these, as you can tell they're still in their protective plastic wrapper. I just ripped them out of the box earlier, and this is the first time we're seeing them together. And I thought it would be nice to have them on stream, because it was on stream about 2 weeks ago that these were mentioned to me. So if you're here and you mention them, I can't remember who it was, but let me know. Just throw that over there, she'll be fine. So these are the Gansai Tambi watercolors, the Art Nouveau set, I believe they're called. Blah 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 watercolors is what it says on there, and then on the back it just says blah blah watercolors. It's a lot of text just for those 3 words, but all right. And it does have the names on here, I think. Yeah, it has the names. I don't know if you can see. Saffron, yellow, green, gold, faux or flax beige. So we will, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I probably won't write the names down. I never do. But we will put them in the lid, which is what I've done with my other Gansai Tambi. And also I have a separate sheet, I think. What should we do today? Should we just do them in the lid, or should we do them on a separate sheet as well? I actually don't have any other paper is the problem. I don't have another sketchbook with me. I don't have any other paper. I'm just looking around desperately for something to draw on. Here we go. Look, I'll just draw on this one for now. It's my Hansel and Gretel sketchbook. Oh, so cute. And I wrote it in German. I think this is German. I just looked it up, Hansel and Gretel in German. Hansel and Gretel. I don't know if anyone here is from Germany, but if I have completely butchered that, I apologize. Let's just do it on the back here. And we'll also do it on the lid, and then we'll have it in 2 places, which would be nice. Very descriptive name. You instantly know what the character's like. I love it when authors do that. Yeah, me too. That's cool. All right, I'm gonna get some fresh water here, and another little paintbrush. What one shall I use? Maybe this one. This one's a nice paintbrush. So excited, guys. These are meant to be muted colors. Art Nouveau, and the new I have Gansai Tambi paints too there. I don't know where they are. They've disappeared. But look how new they look. You just wanna, I was gonna say lick them, but I don't actually want to lick them. That's just some kind of weird part of my brain that said that. Amazon delivered new eco line markers to me. Instead of bringing them to the 3rd floor to me, they gave them to the neighbours downstairs, and I can't get them until the weekend. Oh, your neighbour's not in? We had someone from, I don't know if it was Amazon or another place, when we were in a flat. They didn't bring it to our place. They didn't bring it to our door. They left it in the foyer, like where the mailboxes are. And not only did they leave them, they sent a picture of where it was, and it wasn't even in our part of the flat. Like, the flat was huge. It had like 180 flats in this block, and it kind of went in like a horseshoe shape, and then there were different entrances for each section, so you could only get into your entrance for like the 10 flats that were in that section. And we had to go around to every section and like ring doorbells and ask people to let us in so we could search if there was a package there. It took so long, and of course it was in the last section of the whole building before we found it. Apparently you can use them as gouache thickness or as watercolors. Yeah, they are quite thick, arty. You can, if you only put, like, I'm putting only a little bit of water on right now, and you can see they're getting nice and glossy. And if I hold it up to the camera for you, I don't know if you can see this, it's quite thick. Oh god, I probably shouldn't. Don't do that again, April. Alright, they're quite creamy is what I was gonna say, but you can also put a lot of water with them and they will go watercolory. They're really lovely. And this yellow, so far, beautiful. Beautiful. Top marks. Very nice pronunciation. Yes. I'm so good, Fiona. Every time I'm on stream and you're on stream with me and I say something in German and you praise my German, my head gets a little bigger. So just be careful of that, okay? One day I'll come in here and I'll literally try and have a conversation with you and you will not have any idea what I'm talking about. I'll be trying to speak German. Okay, this one here is green gold. Beautiful. Oh, I knew I was gonna like these paints as soon as someone said that they were muted. And you know what? I haven't done any spoilers. I haven't seen anyone swatching them online. I know there's a couple of videos online. Someone even sent me one online. How many times can I say online in a row? Someone sent me on Instagram. They said that they had swatched them in their YouTube video. And I didn't even watch that one. I probably should have. It would have been the polite thing to do. But I didn't want to spoil it for myself. I wanted to like see them first time, you know? So this one here is going to be an interesting color. It's kind of like a beige. Actually, I think it's called flax beige. God, what a beautiful color. You don't really see colors like this, like muted watercolors. Oh, look how nice that is. We should do a whole bunch of paintings with these colors as well, guys. Like maybe I'll do a few with the So Flat mattes, and then I'll do a few with these, and I'll do a few with my gouache too. Like lots of different paints. I don't really care if they all look different from each other, to be honest. They leave them in the foyer too without telling us, and our neighbours often steal them. Yeah, that's mean. That is one good thing about our complex, like our apartment complex, is I don't think anyone ever stole any parcels. I think everyone was really nice there. We even had people deliver parcels to us sometimes, and I took parcels to a couple of people a couple of times in a completely, we used to get a package. So we lived at number 38 Elmhurst Court, and there was another building down the road from us called Elmhurst something else. I can't remember what it was called now. We used to get packages for number 38 from that building all the time. So I would have to go make like a trip there once a month to give them a package or something. But yeah, we never got any packages stolen, which was lovely. We did, however, get our bike stolen, so that definitely made up for the lack of packages being stolen. Anne's is here. Hi, Anne's. Yes, I got them. I can't remember who told me about them. So was it you? I can't remember. They are lovely, beautiful. Just swatching them now, first time. Haven't looked at them yet. Haven't swatched them. Opened them just now. And so far, really, really liking the colours. It's almost like they took every like all the watercolours, and they added white to them all, and they muted them. So it's like a muted pastel. Like, oh, gosh, so pretty, guys. And this song also, I hate it. So let's just change. It's almost at the end of the song, but I just could not listen to that again. Let's pop it up. I've been doing this, using my Neo colours to pop up the books, and then yeah, then it's not glossy now. You can see the colours properly there, which is nice. Yeah, our bikes got stolen. Can't really blame anyone in the building though, because I don't think it was. I think it was they were professional. Did you know that they have such a thing as a professional bike stealer? Can you believe that? People actually do it as a job. So we think they were professionals because basically what they did, our bikes were the most expensive in the shed. Most of them were crappy, you know, bikes, or just kids bikes, so not really worth a lot of money. No other bikes were stolen, just ours. And we had locked them with one of those locks that are like, you're not getting in to that lock without a hacksaw or something, maybe not even a hacksaw. And then that was locked to a bar, like an iron bar, but the iron bar itself was bolted to the ground. It didn't go into the concrete. So what they did, they came in the middle of the night into the shed, broke into the bike shed, and they unbolted the bars from the floor itself, and they took all of the bars with the bikes locked to them, both of our bikes, and I don't know how long it took them. As a professional, I'd hope it would take them less than a couple of minutes. And they got away with our bikes. so that sucked. Fiona's saying, couldn't you just use the normal colours and add white yourself? Yeah, I probably could, Fiona, but there's one small problem with that, and that is my laziness. My laziness just wouldn't allow me to do that. Also, I think you'd have to do quite a lot of mixing to get these colours, because I don't think it's just a colour and they've added white. Like, it's a different pigment, but it's also it's kind of been made pastel at the same time. So you'd need to find, I think, the right shade, like the right hue. Yeah, you'd have to make the right hue first out of your colours, and then you'd have to add the right amount of white to make these colours. And then every time you want to make that colour again, you'd have to do the same thing. So yeah, well, you could. I'm not really a big fan of mixing. Oh, I've been forgetting to draw on here. That's annoying. I'm not really a big fan of mixing. You can probably tell by the fact that my palettes are never clean, because I just never use them. I use them once and then I don't use them for about 4 months. But I normally just mix on the page, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work. Today it didn't really work very well. But if you have a whole bunch of different colours, like in the Holbein, I have a whole bunch of different Holbeins, Holbein acrylic wash, or you know, you have a big watercolour set, you don't have to worry about mixing. Some people enjoy it, I think, but I just don't enjoy it. Now I also want it, but I need to save money for a house. I need to save money for a house too, Anns. But I haven't, I mean, we're actually not saving money for a house this month. Yeah, we're not saving into our house savings this month because we're buying Christmas presents instead. And I just bought this Christmas present for myself. It wasn't actually that expensive. I think it was about £20 plus shipping. The box looks like this, like the normal Gansai Tambi box. And then it also came with this little kind of sleeve on top, which shows you all the colours and has some information on the back about it. It says, water-based pigment paint can be highly opaque when used solely as gouache, but can also become more transparent depending on the amount of water added for dilution. So they're pretty versatile, which is nice. I really loved your art at the Zoom. Which one? Yesterday's? I just really enjoy mixing colours. It's my favourite part. Yeah, I think some people really enjoy it, and I get that it can probably be very therapeutic, and also as an art form in itself, I think, to be able to mix colours well. Something I think you can definitely learn. I just don't think I can be bothered. There's too much other stuff to do. Alright, I think I'm getting a little bit too wet with this paint now. I don't want it to drip down the page. Sarah Dyer Zoom. Sarah Dyer Zoom. Don't you remember Sarah Dyer Zoom? Gosh, that must have been a long time ago. Was that the market one? Oh, I saw you. I said hi to you in chat. Did you see? I sent you a private message in chat and said hi. I don't know if you saw though. Thanks, it was fun. Yeah, the market was fun. I actually changed all of the fish and ham to vegetables and fruits because I didn't want to draw them. I was like, I'm just gonna change all of these to apples and bananas, and then I spelt vegetables wrong on one of the things, and someone on Instagram told me I spelled it wrong. I was like, I'm not Spanish. I did it by memory, and my memory is bad, I guess. Oh, that's fine. No, I sent a message to someone else too. Maybe I just think they get hidden. They get hidden in the messages, don't they, if people are talking, if you're not looking. Yeah, yesterday's Zoom was... Whose Zoom was it yesterday? It was someone who doesn't do them often or at all. Melissa Lakey and Nat Lundeen. They did say that they used to do them, but first time I've seen them do them, and it was fun. It was fun. It's always fun like drawing and being with artists, you know, other people that appreciate art and art materials, and they like talking about that stuff. But I thought it was a little bit awkward just because I didn't know anyone. The only person I knew there was Artie, and I didn't chat at all. I think I chatted more towards the end, like maybe 2 or 3 times. But I get a little bit shy, which I know is, you probably don't believe, because I stream and I do YouTube, and I'm a generally like loud, talky person. But I do get shy with lots of people, especially people that I don't know. So I didn't say much. But yeah, it was fun. And then Morgan's one, Odd Orange, has another one on the 20th, which I'm looking forward to. Unfortunately, Sarah Dyer has one on the same day, and I'm really bummed because I really like Sarah Dyer's one. But I also really like Morgan's. So I'm probably gonna do Morgan's just because I feel more comfortable, and I know that I can chat and it's more like being with friends. Where Sarah Dyer's, I'm still a little bit shy in her Patreon sessions. I don't really talk much. This is completely soaking wet, so just throw that one away and get another one. I've only got 2 more left though, and after this we're all out of paper. So I was really tired after the Zoom. Yeah, it's a long one, wasn't it? If anyone was at Sarah Dyer's Zoom, it was like 2.5 hours or something. A lot of people share at the end, which is really nice, but after you've been drawing for like almost 2 hours, it was quite tiring actually. It was nice though, it was fun. Alright. Oh, guys, these colours, honestly. Should I be telling you what the names are? I don't know, I've been forgetting, I've been chatting, sorry. This one is, I'll just tell you like 1 out of every 7. This one's Cobalt Turquoise Light. So pretty, guys. I cannot find my pastel pencils. Oh. Can you hear it going? I really like the Gansai Tan because they're already in a palette too, which is nice. And I think these ones, more than the other ones, are going to be a lot easier to remember what the colours are, because there's no, like in the Gansai Tambi, the traditional set, a lot of the colours are very, very dark because they're so like pigmented, and they all look black, but they're not like the lovely shades of green or purple or blue, but they all look black. So these ones, at least you can kind of tell what colour they are without swatching them first. This one's Pale Aqua. So I did say to a couple of my friends at work, I said, when you're at the Christmas party tonight and you get drunk, because you're obviously going to, give me a FaceTime so we can have a nice drunken chat. So I don't think they'll remember, like you never remember stuff, do you, when you're inebriated? But every time my phone goes off, my phone's like, you know, I get a message or something on my phone, I'm just like, oh, is it them? Should we have a conversation on stream? Probably not. That would be inappropriate. This one is Cobalt Green. It's a lovely colour. I do think it's really nice how they add this to the cover too. Like, it will always be with you. You can always just turn over and look. I do like having a separate one though, because how often are you going to look at this box unless you are painting with it? But why would you want to look at the colours unless you're painting with it? Guess that makes sense. Do I have any pan pastels? I do not. Ask me again in 3 weeks time, because I put some on my Christmas list and I'm hoping I get them. I'm hoping I get them because they're so expensive, and also I don't know if I'm gonna like them, so I haven't bought any for myself yet. I have got a couple on my wish list on Jackson's, but the thing is, I have a few pastels now and I have been buying more pastels, like not for a while, but I've been buying more pastels, so I have quite a good selection now, and I don't know if I like them. I want to like them. I've been really trying to. I do like them, but I don't know if, I'm just looking at them now. I don't know if I like them enough to use them a lot, like not the way I like Neo colours or the way I like coloured pencil, which is I want to use them every day. So I'm kind of a little bit like hesitant to buy any, just in case. Because I have seen people online, I think I mentioned this last week too, or somewhere, I can't remember. They had the soft pastel tool, but they were just rubbing it on the pastels. And I believe I said that, and someone in chat said that it's very different. Like pan pastels are very different. So yeah, you like them, but you don't know if you get along with them. Yeah, maybe. It's like having a brother or something, you know? Like, sure, you like them, they're fine, but sometimes you argue, I guess. I don't know. I think I skipped a colour. I did. I have to go back and do that one. Okay, now we're getting to like the darker colours. Oh, guys, on a scale of 1 to yes please, how much do you like these paints? I hate pastels. Well, it's good to have a strong opinion on whether you like it or not, because then you know for sure, you know? I'm kind of like on the fence about it. I do like them. Maybe I like the idea of them. You know when you're younger and you have a crush on someone and you don't really, like, you just like the idea of being with that person, rather than actually that person themselves. And maybe that's how I feel about pastels. Maybe I'm just a little bit infatuated, but I'm not in love. Do you use them mixed media? I've tried to. Should I show you quickly? We'll finish this and I'll show you. I have tried to use them with mixed media, and that's where I had a problem. Yeah, I just had a problem with them. They're just muddy. Also, I used water with them because I wanted to use them with mixed media. So I would like water them down like they were paints. And I don't know, I just think a bit muddy, and yeah, you can't really put much over them. I think it's definitely something you have to learn to use. So I think I'm gonna keep going with them, like persevering, but I'm not sure if I'll ever get to a point where I'm like using them daily. But you know what? I hated Neo colours when I first tried them. And look at me now. I've got about 50 of them, so because I'm literally addicted to Neo colours, guys. They're too dusty. Yes, they are dusty. Very dusty. I have them all over my clothes when I use them. And you can feel them on your skin, you know? You know, like when the powder gets everywhere? Delia, thank you. It says pretty. The paints are pretty. They're lovely, aren't they? I thought you meant me for a second, but then I realised you're talking about the paints. Yes, they are gorgeous paints. They're new. Gansai Tambi muted colour set. I think they're called Art Nouveau colour set. Doesn't actually say Art Nouveau on here, but on the website it said Art Nouveau next to it, I think. Unless I'm making that up. We're not going to paint with them tonight. I'm just teasing everyone with them. I guess we could paint with them. I don't really want to. I want to do that by myself. You know, I want to get used to the material like a little bit by myself before try attempt to paint with them. Oh, I don't know if they smell or if it's like, I have the window open, so I don't know if it's from outside or if it's the paints, but something stinks. It's not the paints, it must be outside, coming from outside somewhere. I use them also on top of canvas and acrylic. Yeah, I think using them as a last, instead of using them as a background, using them as a like a top, like something to do a pop of color or something, might work better. This color's a bit weird. I'm not sure if I like this one. It's like a muddy brown, yellow brown it's called. We want to get 2 more and then we're done. Clean my brush and then realised I'd forgotten to swatch it on here. That's annoying. So we're meant to be going for a hike on Sunday, hopefully, and another hike. This time it's going to be our highest fell that we've been to. Last time we went for a hike 2 weeks ago, that was our highest fell, but we're not going to try and beat it every week, because eventually we'll have to walk up, like, we'll have to go to Scotland and walk up Ben Nevis or something. But yeah, we're going for a walk on Sunday, and it's gonna be flipping freezing, guys. -5 degrees, I think it's gonna be Celsius, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but on the mountain you can see like how cold it's gonna be on the top, like walking up. It's gonna be -5 degrees, but feels like -15 degrees. And no thank you. But we're still gonna go. I'm just gonna have to dress up warm, I guess. Hope for the best. Hope we don't freeze on the top. I don't think it'll be that bad. I mean, it sounds bad, but I think once you're walking and stuff, you won't feel it. We finished, guys, yay. Wendy's here. Oh my god, I almost missed it. Oh, Wendy, you have. I'm actually leaving now. We just finished. A lot of greens and not many reds. A bit unbalanced. Oh, crikey. Did you hear that? I just kicked over the bin. And my chair's going off. Oh, every time I want it to creak, it never does. Yeah, a lot of blue greens. So like, I guess you could say 1, 2, 3 greens, 1, 2 kind of blue greens, 3 blues, a couple of purples, some reds and yellows, and some orange and browns down here. I think it's quite balanced. I think it's quite nice. It's okay, I can listen to playback. I'm just joking, Wendy. You haven't missed it. We've only been streaming for an hour. I'm gonna be for another hour at least, I reckon. I'm only gonna do one painting tonight, I think, because that one over there is a bit of an abomination and a mess right now. Oh my word, guys! I hit my stand-up desk. I'm all over the place tonight. But yeah, these were the Gansai Tambi Neocolor set. Neocolor set? God, can you imagine if they made, oh, I was just thinking, imagine if they made Neocolors, but like as a watercolor set, but Neocolors already can be used with water. Oh, I'm having a moment tonight. Several moments, all one after another. Art Nouveau set, and they are beautiful. We're not going to paint with them, but I did want to swatch them because I was very excited to see what colours they are, and I thought it'd be perfect because you guys told me about them, so I thought we could swatch them together. So that's that. Let's pop the lid. I don't know if it is the paint set smell. It's something stinky. You know how sometimes one paint smells like, or there's always like one one color, I guess it's the pigment or something they're using it that stinks. For me, it's the rose color, like the red. Yeah, in acrylic wash, there's like a rose color, and it's so smelly. Pop that over there, and we get back to our scheduled. What do they say on television? Our regularly scheduled show. I don't know. I'm just waffling now. Okay, here we go. Back to this. Bam! Look at that weird colours. Look at the weird colours on there. Let's use this lovely plate. Oh, so glossy. Lovely. Okay. Yes, Wendy, new paint set. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Thank you. I knew someone would know. Okay, so we are we're painting this. What's the plan anyway? It's kind of a little bit off the rails, but hey, it's streaming with me, so you know, you guys don't expect anything else to do right now. Like, oh, she's gonna start a painting and she's gonna mess it up halfway through, but it's gonna turn out fine. It's gonna turn out fine, guys. So we're gonna move to a smaller paintbrush, I think, because this paintbrush is a little bit too fat for the, and we're gonna go in over the top of the colors, and we're gonna try and tone it down a little bit, I think. I'm gonna actually just go and clean my water because it's quite muddy and thick. It's like looks like a delicious chocolate milk, but made with paint instead of chocolate. So give me 2 secs and I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. Anne says, is it gouache? It is not gouache. It is So Flat Matte paint. And I thought also, while I was on the other side of the room, I'd show you this because Anne was asking about mixed media with pastels. And I just wanted to, I have shown, I think I did a sketchbook tour of this just the other week. I just wanted to share with you when I was trying to do, I did some of this on stream, guys. When I was trying to do pastels mixed in with other media. And I was just like practicing with it and I just wasn't really getting on with it. So yeah, I don't think I did that on stream today. I did this one on stream with you guys. Yeah, I was trying to get on with it, but this is all pastels in the background mixed with water. It just, I don't know, it just feels very muddy and messy. And look at this. Oh, how many colours can one person fit on a page? So yeah, that was my play with pastels. So I'm gonna keep going at it, but I think I need a little bit of practice with those, guys. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for this next go around, because yeah, I don't know. I was gonna just use 3 colours, but I think we will use everything. I think we will, and I'm not sure what to do actually. Should I just go in with a smaller paintbrush, do you think, and try and like get more detail in, or do you think I should just go in with some pencils and Neocolor and cover it up? I think maybe I should try and paint some paint first, right? Just a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, guys. What do you guys think? Tell me your thoughts, because I can't think by myself. I feel like I'm gonna just sniff everything now to find out what that smell is. Oh, these paints are stinky. Are all paints stinky? I feel like they must be, right? Oh, I'm not gonna put the lids back on because I'll take about half an hour just taking them on and off. Alright, so I'm just gonna pop some paints down and we're gonna try and mix them a little bit on here. Yeah, maybe I'll just do this. I'll just do green, aqua, no, cobalt, okay, cobalt teal, yellow green, Payne's grey, clean the brush off, and then cadmium orange. God, they're so bright, aren't they? What was I thinking? Blimmin' neon colours, and then white. And I think that'll be all white, but also mixed with other colours too. Yeah, a lot of white. And then, yeah, I guess we'll just go for it. Go for it, guys. We'll just go for it. What's the worst that can happen? Sorry, I'm not actually sure what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try and build up, I guess, like a little bit of the detail, maybe. Oh, I don't know. The thing is, when I'm painting by myself, I have these same thoughts. I just don't say them out loud. In my head, I'm like, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. Is that meant to go there? What is that? Is this the right color? What should I? Is that okay? Should I messed that one up. But now I'm just literally having all those same thoughts, but just out loud. So yeah, I think I just sound like this all the time, to be honest. A bit neurotic all the time. Payne's grey, one of my faves. Yeah, it's a lovely colour. I got this one instead of black because I figured it would be nicer to draw with. Oh, you know what would be nice actually? A little bit of orange in the sky. Kind of like warm it up a little bit. Oh, damn. That looks good. I don't know if I'm being sarcastic or not. You know, sometimes people can't tell if I'm being sarcastic. Like, I'm literally always joking. But sometimes people, they say they can't tell when I'm joking, I guess because I have quite a dry sense of humour. And I just tell them like I'm just always joking. I'm just always trying to be funny. But sometimes I actually confuse myself. Like, was that sarcasm, or did I genuinely like that? that orange. I think I like it, you know. Well, we learn something new about ourselves every day. Right, I think this is gorgeous, and I have outdone myself. You gotta have faith in yourself, guys. Believe in yourself. Fake it till you make it. So yeah, flipping amazing. Everyone's saying hi to each other. It's nice to see. Wendy, how are you anyway? I was wondering if you would turn up today. Have you been busy? How's everything going? I was actually thinking about you yesterday because I was listening to a podcast. They're talking about Kickstarters, and I was thinking about Kickstarters. And my first thought was, I wonder when I'm going to get my pin from Wendy. And my second thought was, should I do a Kickstarter myself? And then my third thought was, no way, that's way too much work. Ain't nobody got time for that, especially not me. I think it'd be fun to do a Kickstarter one day though. I kind of really want to make a book, like an art book, like a coffee table art book, but like a really, like, you know, like like the professionals do. But I guess I'd need to have a bigger body of work, like more polished work for that. So, I mean, it's a dream for like the future, you know, but I'd love to have that. And I'm thinking probably Kickstarter would be a good way to go, because at least then you know one way or the other that it's going to be successful. Like if you go your own route and like get it all published and get them printed and get them sent to you, and then you have to try and sell them and none of them sell, then you just like spent a lot of money. But at least on Kickstarter, if you try and do a Kickstarter and it's unsuccessful, you haven't wasted anything apart from time, and also probably a little bit of you know, mental, like, I guess it would suck if you failed. Like it would make you feel a bit bad. I don't know how to explain that in words though, like what to call that. Self-esteem maybe? Yeah. Coffee table books are my job. Artie, should I do one? Should I make a coffee table book? Alright, I think I've kind of like made the sky a little bit more detailed. It's got some kind of warm cloud action up here. It's got some fluffy cloud action here with like these big fluffy clouds coming in. And it's got some darker blues. Gosh, you really run out of the paint, don't you? I forget how fast acrylic dries. Getting a box of pins to Canada during December. Not sure how that will go. Because of Christmas? Or because of reindeer? I don't get it. Because of Canada Post. Canada Post is the worst post in the world, I've heard. I should make an art of monkey book. Can you imagine that? People that love monkeys. Like Martin is obsessed with orangutans. Can you imagine people that love monkeys? They've never heard of me. They're just like, I flipping love monkeys. All the types of monkeys. I love all the primates. I love apes. I love gorillas. I love the little ones. I love the ones with the tails, the long tails, the short tails, like all the monkeys. And they buy this book, Art of Monkey, right? Thinking it's going to be all about monkeys, like the art of the monkey. And then it's just me with like multicolored landscape paintings. Oh man, they would be so disappointed. I read a stat somewhere that 60% of first time Kickstarters fail. So don't take it personally. Yeah. I guess it's hard because you hear a lot of more success stories than you do fail stories, because not everyone's out there saying, hey, guess what guys, I failed. My Kickstarter didn't get pledged. Is that what you call it? Pledged? But people out there are like, yeah, this is how I funded my Kickstarter. Funded, that's the word. In 3 days or 27 hours. So there's a lot more stories like that, I guess. Like last night, it was on 3 Point Perspective, and it was Lee White talking about his Kickstarter book, and he was saying that he said he made like 40k or something on his first Kickstarter book, and he was like, yeah, it didn't do very well. I made 40k, or I think he said 40k, could have said like 14k, but I mean both of those numbers are amazing. And I was thinking, yeah, didn't do that well, did it? Like only an entire salary for like someone for an entire year. Because of Christmas shipping times. Yes, I had someone order from my shop the other day, 2 days ago. They ordered a notepad, banana notepad, which I only have a couple left, so that was nice to see one go. And it was a gift, and they had left like a little gift message in, like happy Christmas gift message. And I'm thinking, is this gonna get to them on time? Probably not, because it was in America and they have literally 2 weeks for it to get to them. So I'm hoping it does, but I think Royal Mail's still striking. I don't know. If you guys live in the UK and you know, let me know. But yeah, I also saw on Reddit the other day, I follow the Etsy subreddit, and someone was like, it's the season for when am I gonna get my package? Like people getting emails like, when's my package gonna arrive? And I did get a few of that last year because I was selling a lot more, but this year I'm selling so little that I haven't got any messages, thankfully. Every time the Etsy thing pops up, you know, it's like, you have a message on Etsy or whatever, there's always a tiny panic in my stomach that it's going to be someone complaining, or someone saying their package is lost, or someone saying like, where's my package? Yeah, it's very rare. It's probably happened like 3 times since I've had my shop, which I think is pretty good going, actually. I think some people have a lot more, like, where's my package gone? Where's my order? When's it gonna get here? I don't get a lot of that, which is nice. What was I saying? I was rambling a little bit. Okay, April, stop working on the sky. You've done it. It looks lovely. Gorgeous, gorgeous sky. Let's move on. Let's move on to the mountains. Put a bit more white down. Got the yellow, got the green, a little bit green, a little bit pink. That should be fine. That's crazy. I think after shipping is paid to get all the rewards out, I will have made about $150 profit. But I will have the extra pins to sell on my shop, so that would be nice. Yeah, I think that's like the main goal, isn't it? When you manage to get extra that you can sell yourself. But yeah, Lee White was saying yesterday that he ordered 4,000 books at the end of it. And he didn't realize how many books 4,000 books was, and it was like boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of books. And last year this year, we're still in 2022, right? This year I got my Burb Fest zine. I ordered 50 of them and they came in 1 box, and I still have the box. It's like half empty. And I'm like, how would I manage with boxes of books? I don't even like this 1 box of zine hanging around. I'm like, I need more storage for all my zines, the 20 zines that I have. Dang, that's a lot of books. It is. You need a warehouse for that. Yeah, I think he like had them all stacked up in his garage for like months and months and months. And obviously you send a lot of them out, but I think he had heaps and heaps that he had bought to sell after that. So, all right, let's move on. And we'll do what Fiona loves to do, mix some colours up. Fiona, tell me if I'm doing this right, because I'm not a natural mixer. That's too brown. I'm trying to make this purple colour. You can't see it, but you see the very far hill in the back? I'm trying to make that purpley colour. You know what would help? A purple. Do you guys like mixing colours? Oh, Artie, how do I do the poll on YouTube? Artie did a really cool poll on her YouTube when she was streaming last week. Oh, not last week, 2 3 weeks ago. How do I do it? Is it the plus here? Guys, okay, cool. I'm gonna do a poll. Okay, let's see if you guys can do it. Okay, the question will be, apples or bananas? No, it won't. The question will be, do you like mixing paints? Paint. Do you like mixing paint? Do you like mixing paint colors? Paint. Do you like mixing paint colors? I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about because you've been watching me this whole time, but here we go. It's poll time. All right, I'm gonna say, can I vote? I can't vote, guys. I can't vote. How sad is that? Everyone vote. Artie streams. She just did one stream, didn't you, Artie? It was a test stream, and I was there. I was her little tester, talking to her while she streamed. But Artie, are you gonna stream again soon? When are you gonna stream? Oh, Catherine has some lovely information for us. Royal Mail strike dates for the rest of 2022. This is in the UK, guys. Friday the 9th of December, that's tomorrow. Sunday the 11th of December. Wednesday the 14th, Thursday the 15th. Cool. Okay, that's fine. I don't know why they're striking on a Sunday. This mail, everyone knows, including Harry Potter, that mail doesn't get delivered on a Sunday. So they didn't really plan that one out very well, did they? I guess it's for people that like travel. You know, they take the mail in the big lorries. Maybe they're striking. All right, I'm trying to get this blue color, but I'm just making a muddier and muddier color as I go. It's kind of fine. It's kind of fine. Just kind of. All right, guys, so the poll is there. How do I see it though? Oh, 91% say yes and 9% say no. Oh, how exciting. 11 people have voted. Oh, this is fun. We should do a vote every stream, and that'll be a poll every stream, and that can be our poll for that stream. I love how I had to explain that to you. So there's going to be a poll, guys, and that is going to be the poll. Just in case you don't know, that's the poll. The Sunday date surprised me too. It's probably, yeah, people, I reckon it's the people that drive the mail, you know, from like one, you know how they have like the stations where all the mail goes for that area. I reckon it's that probably. Are you drawing along? Am I drawing along? Who drawing along? I'm drawing along. I'm drawing along right now by myself. I'm drawing with myself. But is anyone else drawing along? All right. Let's do this. We can make mountains. We hope. Okay, I'm taking a tiny bit of this color, and I'm gonna mix in a bit of red. Do you love how I said I was only gonna use 3 colors, but I've got them all out now? A tiny bit of red on the side, like that. That's not tiny, that's a lot of red. And a little bit of white. And I'm gonna try and make, do you see the shadow on the top of the mountain? It's kind of in the fog. It's still kind of like that blacky purple color, but it's got a little bit of like red mixed in. I think I've done too much. We'll see if this works. Kind of like mix it in along the top here. I think I'm just making everything muddy. And then super bright orange here. Kind of like what we have, but just to kind of like show there's a bit of light. I don't know, guys. I'm not really used to this kind of stuff. Also, I just realized I'm trying to match the colors, which I never do. I never try and match colors, so I don't know why I'm trying it now. What are you drawing? I'm drawing some mountains. Ants, who you asking? Are you asking everyone in chat? What's everyone drawing? Ants wants to know. I think I'm actually, you know what, I said to Martin this morning, I think I'm coming down with a cold. Because I was coughing last night and I was coughing this morning and my nose was running. But the thing is, guys, I never get sick. No, like never. I never get sick. I think I've had a cold maybe 3 times in the last like 5-6 years. No, like 7 years. One time I had COVID, which I think is pretty inevitable. One time, and then a couple of other times I just had a cold. You know, like a flu cold. So I never get sick. I have a really good immune system, and it's a curse, guys, because I never have a sick day. And I'm gonna make it all the way to the end of the year. I think I've only got like 3 weeks left without having a sick day, and I said that'll work. I don't know what I expected. Did I expect a medal? Maybe. Commendation? Something. Maybe like shout me out on the intranet. I don't know. But my boss just said, use it or lose it, and I was like, brilliant. Guess I'm calling in sick tomorrow then. So yeah, I don't know. I just so stupid. I'm just like, a part of me is like, feels almost like prideful that I never get sick. I'm like, yeah, I never get sick. I'm like so strong. The other half of me is like, damn it, I just want to take a couple of sick days. I just want to sit on the couch, watch some telly, have Martin bring me soup and like hot drinks all day because I'm feeling a bit under the weather. It's a conflict, guys, in the head. It's in the old noggin. It's a conflict. And I actually think at this point, if I did call in sick, people would be suspicious, just because I always tell them I'm never sick. So I've kind of screwed myself over there a little bit. You guys ever sick? Is anyone else here like got a really good immune system? I feel like I'm bragging a little bit. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm bragging. I'm not really bragging. But I just find it funny. I just find it strange that I'm like very rarely sick. Okay, so this one's now a soggy mess. So now we're down to no papers because it looks like I only had 2 to begin with. So we're gonna bring out the old trusty pink cloth, which I can just put here and just use that instead. I know you can stick to 3 colours. No, I know, I'm the worst. Looks good, thanks Wendy. Anne's is asking everyone what they're drawing. April's pictures she said earlier. Yay, Artie's drawing my pictures. Labeem's drawing pet portraits. That sounds fun. Kathleen's watching while doing boring stuff around the flat. I hope that we're keeping your day interesting. I'm going to end the poll now because it's right at the top of my chat. It's really annoying. Cool. So yeah, 91% of people. Oh, here we go. 92% of people like mixing paint colours. 7% don't like mixing paint colours, so that's interesting. A lot of you guys enjoy the mixing. It's a mental health day. I know. I could take one of those, honestly. I just feel, I don't know. Some part of me that just feels, it's almost like a, I would say macho thing, but that doesn't sound right. But like, you know, like a, almost like a, I don't even know, I can't even make the words come out of my mouth. Do you guys know what I mean? It's like it's almost like a not a willpower thing, but almost like I feel like I don't need it, although some days I really do need it. But the problem is, when you need the mental health day the most is when you are so busy at work that you wouldn't even be able to enjoy it because you'll be thinking about all the stuff you have to do at work. And the rest of the time, work is pretty chill and like manageable, so I don't feel like I need it, you know? Gosh, that was such a random rant. I was sick this week. Oh, I'm sorry, Anne, so I hope you feel better. Fabrizio. Did I say that right? Says me. I don't know. Does that mean that you're never sick? You have a good immune system? Anne says migraines. Oh, that sounds painful. I don't think I've ever had a migraine before. And she's also drawing flowers. Lovely. Definition of sick. Chronically ill. Yes. Thankfully, not too many seasonals. Yeah, I don't have many seasonals either, like hay fever. I don't know what seasonals means. I was just trying to blag my way through that. Yeah, not many seasonals for me either. I actually had no idea what you meant, Artie. I don't have hay fever though, although Martin keeps saying that I do have hay fever, because when I have my eyes water, and it's not because I have hay fever, and this is gross, okay, but the optometrist told me that I have, my eye ducts get blocked. So like there's gunk in them, dust, dirt, whatever, they get blocked, and then basically it makes my eyes water. So I have to clean them and I have to put like a hot mask on them, which I never do because I am lazy. So sometimes I go through these periods where my eyes like constantly water for days at a time, and it's just so painful. And Martin's always like, I have hay fever. Is that hay fever again? I was like, it's the middle of winter. I don't have hay fever in the middle of winter, Martin. Do you know what hay fever means? He gets it really bad though. It's our generation who thinks a sick day is a cop-out. Maybe. Like our generation, Archie, you, me. Or your generation. I don't know if we're in the same one. I think maybe we are. Yeah, it's like my mum, I guess, my parents were the same. I don't know, I just always, and even when I'm sick and I have to phone, I guess I don't phone in anymore, email or message my boss, but back in the day when you had to phone in, even when I was sick, I felt like I was lying. Like I felt like I was doing something wrong. It's like when you're at a traffic light and a cop comes up behind you, a police vehicle, and you get a little bit nervous, panicked. You're like, oh, just double check, am I wearing my seatbelt? I am, because I always wear my seatbelt. Or like, you know, you feel a little bit nervous. Am I doing something wrong? Right, I think I've really nailed this one tiny section of the entire painting. Let's carry on. Let's carry on, because I've got a lot to go, and all my paint's drying up on my lemon plate here. This is why I don't like mixing paint, guys, because I just waste so much of it. I do have my brand new Stay Wet palette, which is over there under a whole bunch of sketchbooks. Decided not to use it tonight because I want to use it on a video that I'm doing for YouTube, which I was meant to do this week, but I didn't get around to it. Do apologise. 100 apologies. So you don't cry enough. I don't cry enough? Oh, Artie, do you think that's true? Is that why my tear ducts are blocked? Because I don't cry enough? I don't think it's that. I mean, they didn't say that. They just said that, I don't know, maybe my holes are small? Maybe I have small eye duct holes? But yeah, they just told me to, they said it's quite common. And they said to use a hot compress, like a hot flannel. I had this eye mask that they sold to me for 20 quid, making the money, raking it in. And it's actually lovely. You put it in the microwave and it goes nice and warm. And then you pop it on your eyes for like 5 minutes while you have a little lay down. And yes, lovely. It actually does make me feel a lot better, but I just don't do it often enough. I do it when I feel like my eyes are getting sore. I don't do it as a preventative measure, which is what I think you're meant to do. I feel like there's so much paint on my plate, but all of it's dry. Last time I had flu, I ended up in A&E on a drip. Oh my word, Artie. That doesn't sound fun. Can't say that I've ever been to A&E for sickness, but I have been when I accidentally almost chopped my thumb off using my guillotine, which we don't talk about now. We don't mention its name. It just sits on the shelf up there and we forget about it. Which generation are you in? Yeah, Artie, what generation are you in? I'm also curious. I feel like you're in my generation, right? You're like, I think we're about the same age. I think you're a couple years older than me. You're like 32, right, Artie? I always feel like my boss thinks I'm lying if I have to call in sick. Yeah, I think everyone thinks that. But like my boss the other day, he had the day off just because his kid was sick and he couldn't come to work because he had to look after his kid. And I was like, well, surely I can have a day off if I'm actually sick, you know? I mean, I think lots of people, when I said that, I said it in a meeting. I was like, I haven't had a sick day for the entire year. And our creative director said, it's okay to be sick, April. I was like, I know. I'm trying. I'm really trying here. I don't know what colour I'm making right now. I'm just mixing literally every single colour on the plate to try and do something. I just don't think I like this painting, guys. I think maybe I should just, yeah, start over. It's okay to start over, right? I could just paint over the entire thing, you know? I think sometimes you just need to come at something in a different angle. And I just don't think just don't think I've approached this very well, but we'll keep going. We'll keep going, and then we'll just pop some. We'll pop some pencils over the top because actually the whole reason I got these paints, these matte paints, is so I can use them with pencils. I have a good sob fest once in a while and keeps them flushed out. I mean, I guess I have to find something to cry about, Artie. I'm not really emotional, like an emotional person. I don't really cry that much. We have to do these videos at work, you know, sometimes, and they try and tug on the old heartstrings, you know. Emotional music, sad stories about people. Sometimes there's a child in there, like a sick child or something. Sometimes it's, I mean, they're always normally sick people because I work in pharma. And everyone's like, oh yeah, they send around like campaigns that other agencies have done. Like, oh man, this really made me tear up. This really tugs on the heartstrings. I was crying for an hour after I saw this. And I'm just thinking, am I a robot? Do I have any emotion within me? Because I am unaffected by this. I feel nothing. Although I have cried at movies a lot. Like, I do cry at movies actually quite a bit. I find it difficult to feel emotion for those kind of things because you know that they're fabricated to make you feel that kind of thing. So it's like part of me wants to rebel against it. Because I know it's fabricated because we do it at work. We make videos at work, right? And they're like, oh, you know, get some emotional music in there. Have this person, you know, have this here because it's really impactful. And it really tells a story about this, whatever. So you know it's all fabricated. It's people just trying to make money, isn't it? Let's be honest. I was just thinking of you, of your guillotine accent today. I cut my thumb open while preparing a meal for my dog. Wow, Wendy, what were you preparing for him? Was it an avocado, by any chance? Because I've cut my finger on avocado before, and that was really quite painful. I don't know if your dog likes avocado. It probably wasn't avocado now that I think about it. That does seem like quite a strange thing to give to a dog. Can dogs even eat avocado, actually? Is the question I probably should be asking. Before I have a dog and I try to give it avocado. I'm sure they can, right? Eat avocado? How did we get on this random tangent about avocados? Rome was not built in a day. That's true. Or a week, yes. Many moons, I think. They didn't have the technology back then, did they, to like really get things going? A lot of manpower, I think. A lot of manpower. Watch a sad film where a dog dies. Oh, now Artie, see that thing? I didn't know if I'd be sad about that. I didn't cry at Marley and Me. Spoiler alert. What was the last film I cried at? I can't even remember, you know. It's probably a Disney film or something. The old tear jerkers. Probably Frozen. Something stupid like that. You know what, Artie? I'll give it my best. I'll try and have a good old cry tonight for you. I'll let you know how it goes. Alright. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, guys, right now. I don't know. I just don't think this has gone very well. I feel like what I should have done, painted this entire right side red, right? Painted this one on the other side green. Painted the one in the back like purple. And then gone over and like added the highlights and stuff. And what I've tried to do is I've tried to like do it in weird sections, and it hasn't worked because they're all different colours. Like none of them blend into each other. So it's kind of like a big mess. It's fine though. It's fine. I'll keep going. I'm not gonna give up. Worst happens, we just paint over the whole thing. Do it again, you know. I want to get something out today though, because I feel like last week on stream was a little bit of a nightmare. Kind of left me with a little bit of like, well, I didn't like it. I'm just gonna say that, and afterwards, I just thought, wow, it was a disaster. Gotta have a good stream next week, you know, gotta have a good one. Gotta at least get something out that's like okay to look at. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a go, another go. Keep going. Just mixing paint's so hard, honestly. That's why I like using pre-mixed stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna mix in a little bit, try and get this like down, this bit on the bottom here, that's like red. It's a bit darker than that though, but I don't quite know how to make it darker. Maybe mix in some purple. I think I mixed in some too much white earlier. Yeah, we'll go over it with what's the thing pencil, and that'll be good. That'll be good. She doesn't eat avocados, it was pork. Alright. Well, could have been avocados, right? I honestly didn't think it was going to be avocados, if I'm honest. I just thought it'd be funny to say. You're gonna take a lot of sick days when you get a dog, April. Not just because the dog isn't well, but for training or just to spend time. Yeah, my one of my co-workers got a dog a few months ago, and they're always leaving early to go to dog training or take it to the vet or something. Would love to have a dog, can't wait to have a dog. But I think we're waiting to get a house first, just so we're like more settled. And also we want to do a couple of like quite big holidays, and yeah, I don't think it's very fair. It won't be very nice to get like a dog and then immediately go on a big holiday. We want to do South Africa next year for at least 3, well, I want to do 3 weeks. I think we can only do 2 weeks though because of holiday. But South Africa would be amazing. See my dad again and my dad's family out there. And like my dad's side of the family, so like my aunts and my dad and my cousin, maybe, if he's there. And then I really want to go to Thailand so bad. I've been before, but Martin's never been. I just would love to show him Thailand. Like, it kind of feels like I know it. I don't know it like amazingly, but you know, like when you go on holiday somewhere and you revisit it and you have all those memories. That'd be nice. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there because this is getting very hectic. And I think what I'm going to do is actually go at this now with some coloured pencil. I know that I'm still drawing. I always do this. I'm going to stop now, but actually keep painting. So I'm going to add like the little bits of light just so you definitely know they're light. I don't know if this is going to help or not, but can't make it any worse, right? Okay. Well, we'll leave it like that, and then I'm going to go over with some pencils and we'll see what we can do with that. Yeah, I do think this is a bit... I wasn't going to do pencils, was I? Remember when I said I just wanted to use just paint? But I think, yeah, I need to do some more practices by myself to learn how to use just paint. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. When you've been relying on pencils and new colours and stuff like that for the last 2 years to cover all the mistakes, all the problems, it's kind of hard to like just say I'm just going to use paint and make an entire picture with it, because obviously I haven't done it and I'm trying to learn, and also I'm trying to learn in front of people. I always do this. Why do I always do hard things on stream? Alright, those are all my So Flat mats. Pop those over there. Pop this beautiful plate out of the way. This is not quite dry yet. I might have to use the hair dryer in a second, but we can always get the pencils out and just choose some pencils while we're waiting for the paint to dry. So where's my pencil sharpener? Here it is. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little stretch. Oh, that's good. I might have to get some more water actually. Wait, let me just read what Artie says, because she says Marley died naturally. It's worse when they blow up a dog. You do know they're not actually blowing a dog up though, Artie, right? It's special effects. the dog's not real. Watch The American Undercover Boss always makes me cry. I don't think it'd make me cry. I just laugh at the most inappropriate things. I think there was something the other day I was watching Hell's Kitchen and someone got eliminated and they were like begging Chef Ramsay like, to stay. And I was just laughing. I was like, this is so funny. But everyone else was getting all teared up. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just wired differently. Can you speak Afrikaans? No, I definitely cannot speak Afrikaans. I can barely speak English at this point. No, I can't speak Afrikaans. My family isn't South African. They're English. They moved there. My dad's dad moved in like the early 80s, and then my 2 aunts followed, and then my dad followed after that, and that's when I was born. And my mum, my dad, and me, when I was 6 months old, moved to South Africa, and then we moved back to England when I was 5. My mum missed her family, and she missed England, so they moved back, and then my parents got divorced like a year later because my dad didn't like England. I'm sure there was other reasons, but he didn't like England. He missed South Africa. I guess he didn't feel like there was much of a life in England apart from, I guess, me and my brother and my mum, but I guess that wasn't enough. So he moved back to South Africa, and then I grew up in England with my mum, and then later my stepdad and my brother. But every few years, like every couple of years, I'd go to South Africa to visit my dad. So my family's English, but they just lived in South Africa, so no one speaks Afrikaans. I can't speak Afrikaans. I did learn a little bit Zulu when I was a kid though, which was fun. Can't speak it now though. I just learned things like hello, goodbye, nice to meet you, thank you, and I only speak a little bit of Zulu, but obviously I've forgotten all of that now, so I would not be able to tell you. Did you hear about Indonesia? They're banning S3X outside manage. I don't know what S3X is. Oh, I thought it was some kind of special memory card or something. I was like, what is that? Is that like a new graphics card for the computer or something? How are they going to do that? For Indonesians and tourists making it a criminal offence? How are they going to do that? You're going to put hidden cameras in every bedroom or something? Ridiculous. I don't know why I'm sharpening all these pencils. I think I'm just, this is what I use for my time wasting thing, is when I don't want to do some things like procrastination. I just sharpen my pencils and chat with you guys. Wonder what all the people who want to go to Bali or would do now. They'll probably just do stuff, right? I mean, literally, how are they gonna get caught? How is anyone gonna know? Honestly. But the dog actually dies in the storyline, which makes it sad. Yes, that is true. And also you have an emotional... The thing is, what makes you cry is not the dog dying, it's your emotional connection to it, right? So when you say, like, if they blow a dog up in a film, to me that sounds like a comedy film. Not that I think blowing dogs up is funny, but I just don't think a dog being blown up would be part of an emotional storyline. It doesn't seem real. Even in John Wick, spoiler alert, his dog gets killed at the start of the film, right? Even that isn't like sad because it sets up the whole story. You don't really have an emotional connection to the dog. You don't really have an emotional connection to his wife that gave him the dog. But the whole point is you need that to happen for John Wick to go on this like crazy rampage. So yeah, I think it's like the emotional, right? The emotional connection that the film can make you get, or the book, or the music, or whatever. Right, I've sharpened almost every pencil now. Definitely not going to use all these pencils. Something about sharpening, it's just so relaxing, you know? It's a sound it makes. Okay, I'm going to get some more water and then we'll come back and see how dry this paint is. Because we've been streaming for 2 hours now. So it would be nice to like try and get something done before we go, maybe another half an hour. If you guys want to stick around, if you gotta go somewhere, you go somewhere though and do your things that you need to do. You can always catch the replay if you want, see how this turns out. But if you would like to stay and keep me company, I would be very happy. And I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get some water. So guys, go get yourself a snack if you want. Did anyone get a snack? I would be very interested to hear if you got a snack, and if so, what snack did you get? I didn't. We don't have any snacks in the house right now. Very sad. We are going into town on Friday, so maybe I can pick up some snacks in town. Not Friday, Saturday. I thought it was Friday today. I thought it was Saturday tomorrow. It's not. I've got to go to work for another day. But good news, everyone at work's going to be hungover. Because it's, if you guys weren't here at the very start, I mentioned that it was our Christmas party at work tonight. Last time there was a party, it was a summer party. It started early. It started at like 2 p.m. instead of after work, which is what the Christmas party started. So 2 p.m. literally there was no one working, and I didn't go. I was here in the Lake District, so I was like, just stayed here. So I didn't really do any work that afternoon. And the next day, every single person was hungover pretty much. The productivity in that office was 0, and I didn't do any work the entire next day because I was waiting for people to like get me stuff, like the accounts people to get me stuff. And I was emailing people. I was like, hi, do you have this? When do you need this by? Should I start this? Like, no one got back to me. Everyone was hungover. So yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow's gonna be a pretty relaxing day. Although I have a project that I'm working on that I don't need help from anyone. I don't need any information from anyone. I'm doing it all by myself, so I have no excuses. I can't not work because people aren't giving me stuff, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. I'm working on kind of a fun video actually. It's like a video, an internal video, and it's lots of text. So I'm doing lots of text animation, which is, I don't really do much of it, and it's quite, if anyone here animates or does motion graphics, or even graphic design, it's very similar, I guess. Text I always find quite difficult because you can do it in a lot of interesting ways, but all I see is the text, and I think in images, I don't think in text a lot. So sometimes I had to go online today and like look at a whole bunch of different animations and motion graphics just to like try and spark some ideas. And halfway through the day, I still wouldn't have an idea, and I was setting the file up and I was thinking, the hell am I going to animate? How am I going to animate this? Because I have no idea what to do. It's going to be so boring. And then I had a bit of a brainwave about 3 o'clock. So tomorrow I have all the files set up, so tomorrow I can start animating. And I'm quite excited actually, because I never do, like I mentioned, I never do text animation. I always normally do stuff with like illustration or vector art, that kind of animation, symbols or video editing, things like that. So yeah, it'll be nice, it'll be nice. Just in case you guys care about my day job. Your itty bitty pencils always make me smile. Thank you. This here is my absolute favourite, and I don't think I have a replacement for it. I looked at my replacement box the other day. I don't have one, and the most annoying thing is, I was on Jackson's Art the other day getting a couple of bits, and I thought to myself, do I need anything? Do I need any replacements? And I was like, nah, I've got everything I need. I don't have this, so I need to get this soon, but I don't want to go on Jackson's Art again this side of Christmas because I spent so much money, guys, this month and last month. Bought so many art supplies. Someone stop me. I have to thank all my patrons though, because I don't know how many patrons are here today watching, but you guys support my art addiction habit. I literally took money out of my Patreon this month, put it in my bank account for last month, and I immediately, the same hour, went on to Jackson's Art and spent pretty much the same amount of money. So yeah, they're the only people that are keeping my art addiction habit going right now, because without it I wouldn't be able to afford it, because I don't have much, you know, from my after bills and savings and life stuff, it's not really much extra art material money, you know, in the old bank account. My throat's getting dry. Always gets dry about this time of night after about 2 hours of talking. It gets like this. Sorry, I am procrastinating, guys, because I'm nervous. Right, let's just pick a pencil and just go for it. We just gotta start. Gotta start somewhere. This is always the hardest, you know, starting's always the hardest when you have to do like another layer or even starting from a blank. You know, they say, oh, the blank page is so scary, blah, blah. I actually don't find the blank page that scary, but I do find when you have to start like another layer, sometimes a little bit nerve-wracking, because you think, I'm gonna make this better, you know, like everything I'm gonna do right now is gonna make it better, but then a small part of you is thinking, but what if you make it worse? Because that could be a possibility, you know. But then you just have to go for it. Just go for it. What's the worst that happens? It's just paper and paint, you know. And time and energy and my fragile emotional system. I'm gonna start crying, Artie. We've done it. We've made me cry. I can only fake pretend cry. That's how emotionless I am. Let's have a look. I spelled it like that so your chat doesn't get flagged. Thanks, Artie. I did realise that after. But literally when I saw it, I thought, what? Is that like some kind of weird new technical thing? Isn't that why parties are on a Thursday so you can recover on office time? I think that I mean, you could be right, Artie. That is a very good point. I think that on a Thursday for my company though, because it's cheaper to rent the restaurant or whatever they're doing. I have nothing to recover from tomorrow though. Just be little old me, animating, watching Hell's Kitchen as usual. Guys, I have a serious Hell's Kitchen addiction right now. A Hell's Kitchen addiction. That was fun. Yeah, I like that. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you can kind of see what I'm doing, because right now it's very far away from the camera. I have a serious Hell's Kitchen addiction. I'm on season 11. I've been working my way backwards from season 19, and it's all the same. I don't even know why I keep watching it. It's every week's the same. Every episode's the same. But I just can't stop. I just can't stop watching it. It's gotten to the point where I'm on a season that I've already seen. I know who wins, but I'm still watching it. What is wrong with me? Fiona says she's still here, just dozing. No problem, Fiona. Am I making you sleepy, am I? That's funny. I never would have thought that my voice could send someone to sleep, but it's good to know. It's a good skill to have, I think. Right, let me do the lines in here for the gate. It's kind of funny that I don't know if this is a gate. This isn't a gate. This is like one of those electrical boxes. Because I was thinking, there wouldn't be a gate there because it goes into a river. Like, it's just like a very convenient way for someone to jump into the river. I don't think that is the reason. I think it is an electrical fence. Also, the way I've drawn this, okay, so yeah, it's a okay, so it's meant to like come down and then it looks like it's turning, but I haven't painted it the best. That's fine though. It doesn't have to match reality, does it? I mean, it would be nice if it did, but it doesn't have to. We can just kind of like do the pavement here and like this. And maybe we can even do like the yellow line, so you can kind of, I don't know, this is gonna look really bad. That looks alright, that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, you can't really tell it's a pavement, but it just adds a little bit, you know, a little bit to it. That's definitely true of all the City of London, everyone at pub Thursday, not Friday. That's very interesting. I wouldn't have thought that, you know, I would have thought they would all be out there on a Friday, but it makes sense. I don't really like going out, to be honest. I don't really like going out, I don't like going to the pub. I mean, I don't really know anyone in the Lake District, like since we've moved here. I haven't met any friends or anything. So I wouldn't really go out anyway, like it would just be me and Martin at a pub together, like what, just we just chat about our day at a pub, do that from home for free, you know? Although I did say to Martin last week, I actually really felt like walking to our pub and going for a drink. It's just down the road. It's a really nice pub. Really cozy in there. It's nice in winter because they got the fire going. But even though it's literally down the road, there's still a part of me that just can't be asked. Just gotta stay at home in my pajamas. It's a lot easier. I don't really like alcohol either. Like I don't like the taste of it really. So I don't really see the point in drinking. Like if you don't like the taste of it, and especially don't like being hungover, I don't really see the point. And it's not like a getting old thing, because I really never liked drinking at all when I was younger either. Although I did buy a bottle of Jack Daniels the other day, because at Christmas I always have a bottle of Jack Daniels. It's like my Christmas thing that I've been doing maybe for the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. It's like my Christmas drink, you know. One year, I think it was last year, I actually mixed it up a bit and I didn't have Jack Daniels. I had mojitos. And I'll tell you what, after about 3 days of mojitos, not only is it very boring to make them, but you don't want mojito ever again. It's just too much mojito. Artie's going chill with her husband. Artie, am I not more important than your husband? You see your husband every day. But okay, you go. Say hi to your husband and your dog. Wendy says, my Christmas drink is spiced rum and eggnog. I've never had eggnog before. I don't think I'd like it though. I have Jack Daniels and Coke, but the funny thing is, it's not really funny. The thing is, even though I buy it, I never drink it. I always forget to drink it. So, not last year, but the year before, bought a Jack Daniels at Christmas, came back home, put it under the, like in the back of the cupboard, like under the cabinets, and he's been chilling by himself all the time. Dumped him for you. Ah, alright Artie, well you go spend some quality time. Yeah, so got Jack Daniels home, put it under the cabinet. I found another bottle of Jack Daniels that I had from the Christmas previously that I hadn't opened. And behind that one, another Jack Daniels from 2 Christmases ago that was only half full. So even though I don't know if is it a tradition just to buy the bottle, because it definitely isn't a tradition to drink it. So I did it the same this year. As we were in the supermarket and Mum was like, because we were buying like our Christmas stuff, we have a cupboard full of Christmas stuff right now, which is a killer on the willpower to not go in there and eat it all. But we have like crackers and crisps and chocolates and biscuits and drinks and fizzy drinks and sweets, all the good stuff that you get at Christmas. And Martin bought some like beers for him and his dad, and we got some drinks for his mum. She just likes bitter lemon. And then Martin was like, oh, let's get a bottle of Jack Daniels. And I was like, yeah, I don't have any at home. I drank it all last year. And so we got a bottle, came home. There was a full bottle under the cupboard. So my memory, honestly, is terrible. Anyway, that's enough about Jack Daniels. We're not sponsored by him or his company. I'm not sure why I'm talking about him so much. Let's carry on. Let's carry on with the drawing. Oh my word, I do go off on tangents, don't I? It is fun though. It is fun. I mean, for me it's fun. I don't know if you guys are having fun, but I literally entertain myself so much. I feel like I'm always just auditioning for like a future role as a stand-up comedian, just like trying out my jokes, trying out my storytelling. Maybe one day, huh? One day. Alright, so I'm just going to carry on trying to just bring a little bit of structure, I guess, to these mountains here. I don't want to do too much. I kind of like the fact that we've made a hot mess with these colours. And I want to see if we can keep a lot of the colour there. I'm just kind of what's the word? Enhance the colours a little bit more. We can be a little more precise, you know? Anne says, what should I draw? What have you been drawing so far? Oh, you said you're drawing flowers, right? Maybe some animals? Animals are always nice to draw. Birds? Birds are always lovely to draw. I love drawing birds. Draw some birds. I've got so many colours here. I'm not going for all of them. I kind of know what colours I want though. Like, with the colored pencils, because I've used them so like quite a lot, I tend to know what colors to use, but with the paints I find it a lot more difficult. Good idea. Flowers and cats. Flowers and cats. A flower, a cat in a field of flowers, like surrounded by flowers. Having a nap in the flowers. That'd be cute. So this is a shadow here. Yeah, okay, so I might go over a little bit with darker pencil just so we can kind of fill out the shadow. And there's also all these little bits of like the crag and stuff. I'm just trying to find the right color. Maybe this one. Maybe this one here. We'll see if it is. Oh yes, this is the right color. This is, just in case you want to know, violet pink. Lovely color. You can tell I like it because it's almost gone. I don't know if this is helping at all. You'll have to let me know at the end. With, you know, the patchiness, the different colors, the mess of swatches we've done. I'm trying to find like that olive color. It's like a yellow. I have this olive, but I think this is too dark. On the paint though, it's a lovely color. Look at that. Like over the top of the darker paint. Yeah, this paint is really nice, by the way. I haven't mentioned the So Flat matte paint. The whole reason I got it is because I wanted to draw over paint, and the acrylic, just pure acrylic paint, I find very difficult to draw over. But this is lovely. The only things I have noticed is over the white, it's a bit tricky. Over the lighter colors. Yeah, no, it's nice. Dark green, this one here, it's nice dark green. How dark that is, so nice. Oh, I don't even have the color for this anymore. I don't know what color this is. Just added the entire chat on Instagram. The entire chat, Fiona. What do you mean? Do you mean you're chatting to me on Instagram? Alright, put a little bit in here. Put a little bit here. Looking forward to going for our walk this weekend because we haven't been up a hill. We didn't go up a hill last week. We were meant to. We didn't go up a hill last week because Martin's back. Martin put his back out. He's getting to that age. You know how it is. The doctor says it's a muscle spasm. Not quite sure what that means, but he got it last year, and so the doctor says he probably will get it in colder months rather than warmer months, which I think is true because he didn't have it in summer, but he's had it twice this winter so far. And he said it's just like maybe he just needs to strengthen his back muscles. So we've been doing exercises as well. I haven't been doing it with Martin. I've been doing my own exercises, but we got Apple Fitness Plus for a free trial for like 3 months. So we're giving it a go. We've been doing Apple Fitness Plus workout every morning. Been doing dance and yoga and strength. And then this morning I was going to try a HIIT one, high intensity interval training HIIT. But I woke up and I was too tired, so I just did yoga instead. But yeah, so we've been trying to do that because Martin, yeah, we need to get his back sorted because can't go for a walk if he can't walk, you know. I saw that, thanks. What do you see, Wendy? All the people I chat with in... Ah, that's so nice, Fiona. You had a little group chat. All the people I chat with in your stream all the time. Oh, that's so nice. People coming together and making little groups of little friend groups. That's so nice. It is lovely when you go to someone's like I have the same feeling as you, Fiona, when I go to other people's drawing sessions and you see the same people every week and you have nice chats with them. It's lovely. It's just lovely, especially when you don't know many people in the real life, you know. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I think I need Neo colours. I need my friends the Neo colours because I don't quite know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to persevere with this. Just giving it my best shot, guys. Just giving it my best shot. I think it's, I don't know, honestly. I think when we add the trees, it's gonna look a lot better. Should we do that? I'm gonna zoom out a little bit because it might be a little bit too abstract right now. If I zoom out, you can kind of see it more as a whole. Maybe if we do like a little outline, actually, that might work. Like if not much, just like this. Like just literally that one line. Just you kind of see the hill coming up into the clouds, and then we'll do the same down here, so you can kind of see it coming. Yeah, I don't know how I thought I was going to do 3 paintings tonight, honestly, my word. Just like this, like a tiny little line, you know. I'm trying to look for that lovely pale blue. It's right here. You stream all the time. Your stream all the time. I found so many lovely friends in the online art community. A few have become real life friends over the years. Yeah, me too. I found a lot of people to chat with, like-minded people in the art world online. Mostly on, I guess, Instagram probably would be the first one, and then YouTube. I find YouTube a really lovely way to connect with people, because especially if they have a YouTube channel, I think you get to see more of them as a person rather than on Instagram. Everything is kind of a little bit what's the word, like not filtered, but like stripped down. Not stripped down, I don't know the word. Condensed, you know, like a very small part. So like small glimpses rather than a long conversation or something. Sorry, my throat's so dry. Okay, let's do the trees. There's also these houses here, which I thought might be quite nice to try and capture. I don't have a very good white pencil, actually. I find this white pencil, the Derwent white pencil, a lot better than the Neo color. The Neo? So yeah, look how lovely that white pencil is on there. It really stands out from the paint. And there's some little white chimneys in the background. We'll get a really dark color. How about black? That is literally the darkest pencil I have to kind of do the roof details. Just to put a little more detail in, because right now it just feels very blobby. Doesn't feel very structured at all. There you go, it's only a little bit, but it just kind of adds a little bit of something, you know? Just so it doesn't just look completely like there's a little bit. I've been finding, I know that I'm starting sentences and not finishing them, but I've been finding lately that I really enjoy stuff with man-made structures in, and I find it very difficult to draw things that are just hills and mountains and stuff. I think that's also practice, but also I just also love a good man-made structure, a nice fence, or in this case we have the wall, and also the lampposts, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna do. Do you think I should do the lampposts? I'm not sure. I like the online art community. Everyone's so nice. They are, aren't they? I haven't met a horrible person online, you know. Everyone's lovely. Okay, let's try and do these tree trunks, because I think that's gonna pull it together, you know. I think it's really gonna come together with these tree trunks. What color should we do them? I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna do black. I never normally do black, but I think we need to, for in this case, just to kind of help things stand out a little bit. And I'm kind of looking at it, but also kind of not looking at it. I'm not going to do those black though. I think that will be too dark against the yellow. Just trying to find the right colour. It's definitely here. Maybe this one? Yeah, that's a nice one. This colour, just in case you want to know, is sepia, 50%. It needs a little sharpen though. Most people are. It's like the ratio from nice to not so nice people is switched from regular life. I think I have quite a lot of nice people in my normal life. Like, I think I can't really say like anyone in my, I mean, the only people I'm really thinking about is either family or people I work with. But yeah, I don't really think there's not nice people. I can't think of any. Apart from myself. No, I'm nice. I guess I'm lucky. There definitely have been not nice people in my life, but at the moment I'm pretty happy with the ratio of nice to not nice. I was going to bring this red in, but I always am a bit hesitant with this because yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, this red. Sometimes it's too red, if you know what I mean. It's not even red, it's terracotta, but it always seems like it will be a good idea, and then sometimes it just isn't. But I think it's going to work here. And I'm not actually looking at the reference. None of these trees look like this. It's fine. So what's everyone doing at the weekend? Anyone doing anything fun? Anyone doing anything for Christmas? We're gonna get our tree. We meant to get it last weekend, but we're gonna get it this weekend. And we're gonna put our tree up, which will be nice. Our decorations. I'm a bit of a Grinch, so I don't like to do it too early. But I think it'll be nice to get it up now. Like, I think it's, you know, a good time now. A couple of weeks before Christmas. And gotta do some last minute Christmas shopping for Martin's parents, and also some stocking stuff. And what else am I gonna do? Oh, go for our walk. We also have to go to the recycling centre and throw away a lot of cardboard. That isn't very fun, but it's something that needs to be done. Yeah, that's what I'm doing this weekend. just in case you wanted to know. Right, I'm gonna just scribble here because it's like a bush. It's not like a tree. And then the last one I wanted to do is this tree at the side here, which it's kind of like a dark green. I want to keep it very neutral though, so maybe I'm trying to look at my colours. Maybe this colour, which is raw umber. It's not really green, but I'm not even sure how I'm going to draw the tree either. I hate drawing trees like this. The pine trees, I always struggle with them. I'm going to the theatre. Oh, fun. What are you watching? I haven't been to the theatre. I don't think I've ever actually been to the theatre. Like, really, to the theatre, you know? Like, I really would love to go see a show in London, maybe. But I just never have. I haven't really been to London much, to be fair. I've been maybe like, I say like 10 times. It's about feminism. Okay. Wanted to see, Martin was telling me about Stomp, you know, the show that was on for years, and we looked it up, and they're not in London anymore. They used to be, because he was saying he wouldn't mind seeing that again. They do a world tour, so Martin was like, maybe we could go to Copenhagen one weekend to go see them or something, which would be kind of fun. Alright, I think we're almost done here. I'll probably go at it with some neo colours too. But yeah, what do you guys think of it so far? Like, do you think it looks like a mountain? Do you think it's too colourful? Does this look like a bridge? Yeah, I don't know. It's not, I don't think it's gone amazingly well, but I think it's better than it was an hour ago. I think maybe we need some more detail, like the paths and the rocks and stuff. Anne's is going to bed. Okay, Anne's, I'm not going to last much longer anyway before my throat gives out. So, we won't be streaming much longer, I don't think. I like the sky and the mountains. Thanks, Anne's. Have a lovely sleep and enjoy your theatre. Your theatre show. Right, there's like paths up here. Just kind of feel like it just needs just a bit of detail. Actually, you know how I was raving about the pencils on the paint? What I've just realized, what I was struggling with, is when you have the pencil and then you try and go over the pencil with other pencil, it doesn't really seem to want to do it. I love how the art's turning out. It definitely looks like a mountains and a bridge. All right, cool. We're on the right track then, guys. See, I've done pencil here, but I can't put this pencil over the top. It won't let me. It's saying no. I just feel like it needs a little bit more, like, something. I think maybe we'll try the Neo colors. What do you guys think? We'll do Neo colors just as the final little bit. Should I do the, I don't think I'm gonna do the pylons, you know, because I think I'll probably mess them up. I don't think I'm gonna do them. I think I'm gonna leave the pylons. And instead, we'll do some Neo colors. Yeah, see how that works. See if that's better. But yeah, it's been a fun little experiment with these. And we also saw the new paint palette, the Gansai Tambi palette, which was cool. Which I'm definitely gonna try and, I've got so many new materials that I really need to try and get to grips with. So I'm not sure when I'll next look at it, but I don't think I'm gonna do hardly any art this weekend, honestly, guys. I think I'm gonna be too busy, so I don't think I'm actually gonna do any art this weekend. This is like literally the only thing I've drawn this week. It's the only thing I've drawn this week, so I'll be lucky if I get into my sketchbook this weekend. And it's kind of weird because I actually do most of my art in the week, which you would think I would do at the weekend, right? Because that's when I have the time. But I find it easier to do stuff in the week because I can fit it in around stuff at the weekend. I think I pressure myself too much. I'm like, oh, I have an entire day. I can do all of this art. And then I end up procrastinating or doing housework. But this weekend I know I'm not gonna have time just because we have so many chores. And we're also gonna be spending an entire day hiking on one of the days. So this is it for the week. Let me put all these pencils back and then we're going to look at the Neo colours. I'm going to show Martin this after. I don't think he'll like it. He doesn't like things with lots of colour in. Like, he likes it when I do more, like, he likes the more realistic stuff. If it looks like, although he did like this one here, which is really annoying because when I want to try and paint something really good on stream, I never can, but I did this in about 20 minutes and I just really love it. This is one on my sketchbook. I didn't like literally 20 minutes. I didn't care about it at all. I just drew it, and it came out. Look, I just think it looks good. I can never seem to do that when I haven't. Guys, stop watching me. You're making me nervous. No, I do love our streams. So I'm not even putting these in the right way up. I'm just gonna shove them in any old way because normally I pour them all out anyway because there's so many little pencils at the bottom that I love. So I just pour them all out normally. Right, that's all of those. So one little pass with the Neo colours and then we'll call it a day. I'm not going to use all the colours. Can you imagine if I use all the colours? I do have some favourites though. Sometimes the things we do with no expectations turn out the best. Yes, 100% Wendy. 100%. I wish we could do that with everything. Just have no expectations, but sometimes it's difficult, you know. What have I done here? I've got paint on it. Paint on a painting? Oh my word, who would have thought? Okay, so this first colour, I'm going to try and remember the names of them. Light cobalt blue. White, very easy one to remember. What else? Probably I won't do any other blues. And then moving on, we've got this one here, which is, I think is lime green. I don't know. Light olive, I think. Oh, this one here is jade. No yellow. Should we do a bit of yellow? Maybe this one, which is a new one. I can't remember the yellow it is. If I squint my eyes, it should be over here. Golden yellow. And then maybe a nice orange, rusty orange. Maybe we'll try this one, which I think is flesh. And maybe this one, which I think is cinnamon. Oh, I love your streams too. Oh, thanks, Fiona. One of my favorite YouTubers just mentioned that in her video today, Wendy. That's cool. Who was it, Fiona? Okay, so I'm only gonna do the color where I think, I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna try and not do it. Trying to gather my words. I'm gonna try and do it where I think it's gonna help, like not just willy-nilly. So here I'm trying to show the light. I don't know, it's not really going over this, it's not going over the pencil rail. I don't know if it's the paper. I think I need another yellow. I need the light yellow, the pale yellow, this one, Sahara yellow. I don't know if it's a paper or if it's can't go over. I never have troubles with Neocolor, they go over everything. But it's just not really working very well today. Yeah, I don't know if it's the paint or if I've just layered too much or if it's the paper. Who knows? It's going over some parts, okay? Just trying to show a little bit of the light. And then maybe also, yeah, it's just not going over. I don't know if you can see that. If I zoom in, maybe you can see. See here? It's like a weird kind of like texture. That's where I'm trying to put the Neocolor over, and it's just not going over. It's just like repelling it or something. Strange. Alright, I don't know if this is helping or not. Just trying to add a little bit, like where, almost like to add a bit of detail, but it was Shayna Klee from Purple Palace. I don't think I've heard of them. Purple Palace though. Oh, I don't know. My least favorite color is purple. I probably shouldn't judge a channel by its name, by one color that I don't like. That seems a little bit harsh. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day because I don't want to do much more than that, because I think we're gonna wreck it, you know. Maybe just a little bit of this light cobalt blue, because I do love it and it is very similar to the color that we were using, and maybe also on its side up here in the sky would be nice, just to kind of give it a little bit of a like a flat look rather than this painted like texture. Sometimes I like this flat kind of better than the paint. And I would do the same with the white, but it's very dirty, so I gotta clean it first. Got all that dirt coming off of it. And then kind of we have like a kind of a clean side there. I didn't realise she was Canadian. Didn't know who she was, might have to check her out. Try and do like the fog coming in down here. I've got to keep making sure I've got the right side. I don't want to put black on the page like dirt. Alright guys, I think, what do you think? We done? Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. Maybe just one last thing I'm thinking is the tree. This tree here is not very dark. Maybe we need to just make something very dark. What about this blue? Oh yeah. Kind of like bring the leaves out a little bit more. Oh, I really hate doing trees like this. This is why I just do skeletons. I find this so difficult. Okay, I'm calling it a day now, guys. No more, apart from a little bit here, because this colour actually is lovely. But that's it. I finished. Although, I just want to do the chimneys. Where did I put my white? There it is. Oh, so fat. The the crayon so fat. Okay, here we go. Ta-da! I finished. Okay, it's a lot more colourful than I expected. Also, I'm not quite sure about this like blue wall here. It's a bit weird. Should we make it not blue anymore? Should we make it like grey? No, I don't like that. What about this grey? It's very dark. What about that? That's fine. That's a little bit to it. So beautiful, Fiona says. Thanks, Fiona. I'm just always adding stuff. I know that I say I'm going to stop, but then I just can't. Just can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Alright, pencils down. It's like we're doing an exam. Pencils down, that's time. Let's put away these new colours before I can pick them up again. Alright, I'm finished. Okay guys, so I only did one, only one painting today, which is fine. Definitely didn't do all three. But I think that's fine. One painting a week and maybe some other little bits and pieces. So today, let's have a quick review like we always do. We did this painting. Very quick review today. We did this painting. But we also looked at the Ganzo Tambi watercolors, which they've dried now, so you can kind of see the colors and how beautiful they are. Some of them are a little bit shiny. That's where they have less water added to them. Gonna definitely try and use these sometime in the next few weeks. Gosh, I don't know when, but I'll find time. And this painting here. So that was it, guys. We finished. Stream is now finished. So it is 21:47, which means I've been streaming for 2 hours and 47 minutes, which I believe is a record. So if you have been here since the beginning and you're still here, thank you so much. They look so chalky, really. I think they're meant to be like matty, kind of. They do kind of look a bit chalky, don't they, some of these? I'm not a watercolor connoisseur though, so I don't know what good watercolor is. I think these are kind of like a mix between gouache and watercolor maybe, but I like them. I think they're very pretty. Love the colors in the mountains. Thanks, Kathleen. Love every stream. I love every stream ends the same. That's it, I'm done. Yes, I know, I'm terrible, aren't I? Houses and trees, my favorite combination. Yeah, I need to do some more houses with mountains and trees because I do quite enjoy it. But that's it. So thanks for coming out or staying in, I guess is the case maybe. And keep me company. I should be here next week, I believe. I don't think I have any plans, so yeah, check back on next Thursday and we're gonna paint some more. I'll probably paint one of these. Maybe I'll do this one to see what I feel like. And yeah, I'm not sure if I have a YouTube video out this week or next week. I'm just so busy right now, guys, but I'll try my best. I've got a few planned, like I have quite a few plans that I want to do, so yeah, I'll try. But thanks for popping in. I'll see you around. Have a lovely weekend and good night. Okay, bye.